Oh, damn. Both of their calls dropped. What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean? There's no way to comment on that without sounding racist. Listen. Oh,
I'm here.
Jesus Christ, Cody.
Listen, I was trying to have a smooth transition
This
between
is
between
not a smooth
okay,
transition. Can we
listen.
please
I was
have a stream without the horrendous child trafficking meta for once?
Okay, make that happen.
Okay, we'll let him adjust
Classic
his
Cody.
attire.
Hey guys, Trump won.
Not yet, but
He won, guys. He won.
behave.
Did you see the? Did you see the score? Are you guys following the fucking score?
It's not too big to rig, is what I'll say. Like,
Dude, there's no fucking way she can't recover from that.
there
won.
there is unfortunate.
Trump won so hard.
Cody, how
Guys.
drunk are you?
I'm stone cold buzzed, brother.
Listen, I understand that your baseline.
I just realized
your
listen,
baseline
guys,
is
I'm
being
really
an.
sorry that my Fugi is still smart.
Your
Let me fix that real quick.
Your Fugi is still that, yeah.
Yeah,
fuck.
let me fix that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that.
That is disconcerting to
Yes,
look at.
yes.
Yeah,
Digby, do you, oh
let's,
there. That is much better. Thank you. Now
let's fix that. Hi everybody, happy election night. Trump won.
Fuck. Behave yourself. I understand that your baseline is being an orange cat, but let's try to keep things relatively
Cat gang.
relatively normal. We do have a disproportionate concentration of cats. Okay, let me
Cat gang.
Kamala down to 5 cents on Robinhood. Interesting. Was that supposed to be a racist joke? I don't see how that's racist. Also, a racist against who? Fucking Haitians or Indians? Why are there so many cats? I don't know. I'm a cat person. I would unironically have 2 cats if I had the real estate for that. And I probably will. I aspire to own 2 Maine Coons.
Maine Coons are lovely cats.
I know.
Yeah, they are cool cats.
That's why I want 2 of them.
Like you definitely shouldn't have one on their own. You should not.
About the Talmud, interesting. Please do share. Cody, I hear that's a favorite subject of yours.
Okay, look. I've sworn that stuff off, okay? He's getting me in huge trouble every time.
I get you in huge trouble every time.
No.
Okay,
no,
never mind.
Your people.
Never
Okay?
mind.
Listen. Okay.
It's okay. Chill. We discussed this on the previous Elders of Zion meeting. You're fine. We reinstated your channel.
Yes, I get the pass.
I had to pull in some heavy favors for you. I hope you appreciate that.
I appreciate that.
At least 2 cats, yeah. Well, yeah, see, the thing with Maine Coons specifically is that they're very, very social. So I want to have them in an environment where, first of all, they have each other to interact with. You have 4. Nice. There you go. So your cats are never bored.
Yeah.
Since I travel occasionally and there will be cases where I would have to board them with friends, I would still like the cats to have each other to sort of bounce off of and have that piece of familiarity to keep them less anxious when I have to move them to friends and family when I'm not in town. So
yeah, definitely the way to do it,
especially in those times, because then there's like there's at least one like dude in their life that's like a constant like dude who's just there.
Yeah, it's gonna keep them less anxious. Not that Maine Coons are generally anxious; they're generally well-behaved cats. But like, if I can provide an animal in my care that additional layer of comfort, I will attempt to do so. So yeah, Maine Coons all the way, preferably long-haired ones.
In my experience, orange, red Maine Coons, they are very chill. They're also the very large ones.
I guess I'll have to have at least one orange cat.
With them, it's important to remember that unlike a lot of other cats, they don't bounce.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. They're too heavy for that. I'll figure something out. It's again, I'll either have 2 Maine Coons or some combination of a Maine Coon and a Siberian. Cody,
They do tend to get along.
Yeah, well, they're very similar in terms of their behavior patterns. That's why I like both of those breeds. They're all very social. Yeah, what about the wine future? Those weren't wine futures. It was a stock of wine that went sour and turned into vinegar, and then and then Hashem blessed the rabbi for clearing up the contract by jolting vinegar up on the stock market. Ooh. Listen, I was making a point that the Talmud isn't exactly a religious document. It's more of a prescription of local laws. So make sure that your contract terms are always spelled out in a transparent manner and you're not making any unsolicited withholdings, even if people owe you money.
Be thorough.
Yeah, be thorough, exactly. And be transparent, most importantly. Cody, what do you think about Hawaii still leaning blue, although they were not actually counting any votes yet?
Honestly, I really don't have any like historical context with Hawaii. I really genuinely don't know.
Uh,
I haven't really followed politics like prior to 2016, to be completely honest.
Okay, let me give
Like,
you historical context.
yeah,
The Maui fire was a result of gross Democrat-led misappropriation of resources, and
right,
then
and space lasers.
yeah, sure. And as a result of that, all they got in terms of federal aid was $700 per household.
Yeah, I remember that. That is garbage.
Yeah. So my it's not, I wouldn't say that it's a forecast, it's a dream of mine. I want them to harbor a deep-seated hate for the Democrats, and I want them to follow Tulsi and go full on Trump.
Yeah, same. Tulsi's so hot too.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
I refuse to
What is the
comment.
Maui fire? The Maui fire. So there were these Jewish space lasers,
Jesus fuck, Cody.
and
There was a local electrical fire because the electrical wiring was not well maintained. There was a drought because there was rationing of water based on equity. And then there was no fire, there was no water to put out the fires, and the alert systems did not go off, despite the fact that the island is equipped with evacuation sirens that are supposed to signal people to gather around shelters. And as a result of it, pretty much all of the real estate on the island burned the fuck down, and the casualties are in the thousands. And then when the federal government rolled in way too late to help, that help was a one-time payout of $700 to people who have lost their entire livelihoods.
They seem to
While
like paying out $700.
while also
yeah, that's a pretty common payout. Yeah, for stuff.
sure, but they did that simultaneously while assigning another help package for Ukraine. Bada bing, bada boom.
Wait, are we talking about
But
the
didn't they also do that
Hawaii?
while giving like
We're
way
talking about
more to
Hawaii.
like refugees as well?
They
It's a
they
little
are
unfair.
they are give significantly more
Like,
in direct spending money to refugees. You are correct. Well, people who claim asylum and then are paroled into the country. We can't call them refugees because as it currently stands, they are just parolees who are for some reason allowed to stay in the country while until their case is heard sometime in 15 years.
15 years.
Well, that's the median waiting time to have your hearing. So yeah, and for some reason they're issuing them EBT cards, they're giving them housing, and generally spending significantly more than 700 per head.
right.
So that is a big issue. That's actually what they quoted as a reason for there not being any funds left in FEMA to support the North Carolina flood victims, is that all of the money was used for incoming immigrants.
Right.
I
Quick
mean,
question, Digby.
yeah.
So I know you can't vote in the U.S. election. Who would you vote for if you were to?
I'd definitely go for Trump.
Based. Yeah.
He should have
Mainly
tossed him.
because
He should have tossed him an oddball and went for. Wait, what? Oh, wait, Robert Kennedy is still on the ballot. Shit, you should have told him that you were gonna vote for Chase Oliver. We still believe in
oh yeah,
Chase
can I change my
Oliver.
answer? Yeah, I'd go for Trump mainly because he seems to lean towards peace. He does not seem to like war.
As a
Yeah,
Brazilian,
that I
this whole
agree with. Yeah.
high intensity cutthroat arguing and fighting about liberal party versus the other liberal party is starting to get tiring and too American for you. That's not an accurate description of what's going on. The Democrats are not a liberal party. They are currently, their platform is um I would say it's socialism that's approaching authoritarian concern because they're also working towards concentrating a lot of executive power in their hands. So there's that. I deny them the title of liberals because they are anti-liberty as a principle. And the
I
current
would I
yeah.
would agree with that. Like that's like that whole like Overton window thing. Like I feel like I technically would classify myself as like a liberal.
Melty Berry, they
like
can't count. It's not about being cowards. They are too drunk. How can you not understand that?
You gotta give them time to bring in people to do it.
They need to drink some water. They need to sober up. They need to have their coffee.
They need the strippers to get off the poles and start counting.
They're waiting for the poll workers to end their shift. Time for
I
hell
think
for a
in
hell die.
Nevada, like in Las Vegas, like when you vote, it's just like a gamble.
It's like a slot machine.
Like a slot machine, and just who you voted for.
Well, given that all machine-based gambling is inherently rigged, that would explain why Las Vegas is very blue. Did you know that Las Vegas actually regulates knife carry? I recently found that out.
I'm not terribly surprised.
Their knife laws are basically almost UK level.
I mean, when you consider that Las Vegas is known what Las Vegas is known for, I am not shocked.
It's very impotent though. Like with my Texas concealed carry permit, because Nevada has a red governor, but like only Las Vegas is blue, they have a lot of very dumb laws that are local. But I don't have to obey any of those laws. Like I can carry a gun into a casino. Even
I guess it's just to reduce opportunity.
Cali Proposition 6 lost. What was Proposition 6 and why should we care about anything that happens in California? Please elucidate. But yeah, like I can ignore gun carry prohibition signs in casinos in Las Vegas, if any are even posted. Proposition banning slavery and involuntary servitude. Well, listen, they have to make use of all of those Mexicans. They're not gonna put themselves to work.
Somebody's gonna put out the forest fires, dude.
Someone's got to pick those oranges.
Oh God,
that is modern day slavery.
Yeah, of course, that's the purpose of getting them
here.
That is well, apart from diluting the local population who has gotten a little bit mouthy and uppity, and the Democrats don't like them. They also need basically free labor. They want to underpay for their Mexican nanny and their Mexican maid, they can then, I don't know, fucking rape and harvest the adrenochrome of her unborn child.
If California is allowing slavery, does that mean the USA would be fine if we sent the Royal Navy to force the matter?
Let's not push our luck here, okay? Unless we remember that England has oil.
Listen, dude, I'll say this: if you guys, if there were to be red coat action, even if it were in California, I would have to involve myself.
We would still have to unite.
I would have to involve myself, and I would have to unite against red coats.
We may be 50 disparate warring states, but we're only warring states until we have a common enemy to converge on.
We'll just shell San Francisco a little.
Do you know how much it would break my heart if you guys landed here and I saw you and you came over to me in your red coat and you fucking betrayed me?
Nah, we'll just shell San Francisco a bit, maybe put a naval blockade in until they ban slavery. We did it all the time in Africa.
Okay, here we go. Harris's work in California was keeping people convicted for reasons Prop 6 was trying to remove. I see. So, okay.
That's what I was saying.
Nevada only has 3 machines, one in Reno, one in Luxor, one in the Vegas storm drain system. Yeah, that's about right. Oh yeah, she isn't. Well, she's the descendant of slave merchants. Like her grandfather was a notorious slave owner.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how she is. Well, although then again, it is a good fit for the Democrat Party because well, they were the opposition to repealing slavery.
Ah, dear.
So yeah, I mean, if the shoe fits,
We used to
Fuck,
hang slavers in
Miles
this
catching
country.
up.
never too late.
We're not allowed anymore. We have to call it modern slavery, and they only go to prison for a bit. We're not
Yeah.
allowed to hang them.
Dude, there's nothing reported in Vegas or I mean in fucking in Nevada right now. This is driving me insane.
Well, listen, they're probably still drunk. I assume. Shit, I don't know why. Honestly, I am at a loss. They only have 6 electoral votes anyway, so who gives a fuck? But at the same time, like
We need everything that we can get, dude.
I know. I have no idea why they're still not counting. I will hope that it just means that most people are voting in person. There was no early voting to be counted in advance.
They're just waiting to see how many fucking extra fucking votes they need, dude.
Probably.
You're not wrong.
Sucks, dude.
But no, see that usually happens in Arizona. That's all Maricopa County.
At the end of the day, a U.S. election comes down to a Republican official and a Democrat official screaming at each other while they stuff a ballot box.
No. But
Whoever gives up first loses.
no, I disagree with that. I think Trump's voting base is organic.
Yeah,
A
I
lot of-
genuinely am excited about Trump, and I don't think that people exist who are excited about Kamala. Genuinely, I think there are people who pretend to be.
There are people who are paid to be
But-
excited about Kamala, and there are people who are scared shitless about what the PDD papers or the PDD tapes have on them.
I was gonna say the Diddy videos.
You just watched NBC removed the finished voting from NYE County. Please explain. What do you mean? At Trump for 4 years and nothing happened. He's fairly milquetoast when he's not campaigning. Well, son, what do you think we want him to do? Do you like? Contrary to popular belief or what the media will have you believe, he's actually not Hitler, and he's never promised to send out right-wing death squads. Yeah, the wall. You know what happened to the wall? The wall was started, and then a Democrat Congress stonewalled him. Okay,
Yeah, and then they started fucking continuing the project, and and now they're pro wall.
Yeah, now they're pro wall.
Kamala's pro wall now.
Yeah, she is.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that they're pro wall now?
I can
After
easily.
years,
I can easily
that
believe.
was literally the entire Trump presidency was all about walls.
Well, not only that. See, the other component of that, it's kind of hard to govern effectively when you have nonstop nothing burger investigations against you. I'll remind you that no one was ever punished for pursuing the fucking Russiagate nothing burgers, the absolutely like nothing burger impeachment indictments, like all of that. None of the people that initiated that were punished with in any way.
They never are.
NYE County undid its votes to link up with the rest of Nevada. Ah, okay. Won't submit until tomorrow. Okay, I guess that's when we're getting Nevada. Nothing happened. He did most of it in the first 100 days by executive order. That is also true. He did, well, for one, he did sign the Remain in Mexico executive order, which just cut off the flow of illegal immigrants, basically nullifying it, because there was no purpose of trying to sneak into the country unless you're going to evade border patrol, which is kind of difficult to do. Yeah, Dom is also there. Like nothing changing is better than it getting progressively worse, as it would under Kamala. Both for gun rights, which are an issue for me, and on state rights, which is also an important issue for me. Like basically a Kamala presidency is me potentially losing my private property, getting taxed out the ass, and also her crashing the real estate market again. Yeah.
Well, the second term is always more a productive term anyway, because that's like the point in which you no longer have to win over like fucking like the middle of the road voters
He
anymore, because you're not going to get elected anymore.
yeah, he also
You're
has a
always
better
going to be
Senate.
like lighter on certain things, like on a first term. Like you kind of have to be so that you can like get a second term.
Yeah, she actively wants to crash the economy with no survivors. I don't think she wants that. I think she just doesn't know any better because she is barely even a
She's
midwit.
too retarded not to do it.
Yeah, basically. And her handlers want to crash the economy because they are going to be the benefactors of it.
It'll be their opportunity for a big war. They love a war.
Well, war is another component of it. War is going to be used as British and circuses to entertain the American people while they are being actively bankrupt and our country is being dismantled. The purpose of the collective Kamala regime is to transform America into another European Union. That's it. Into a unitarily governed European Union.
I mean, I think you'd be lucky in that situation to wind up as even half as effective as the European Union.
Yeah.
And the
also
EU is not very effective.
Yeah. Well, again, because the EU is not a unitary government, and this one would be a unitary government. They would definitely over-concentrate authority in federal hands. Atropa is also reminding us that the first thing Biden did in office was cancel a major pipeline and kill the oil industry, and also cancel a major tax cut that primarily benefited the middle class. We are currently, if you're a productive member of the American society, if you're a productive taxpayer, you have been directly affected by the Biden admin canceling tax cuts that would have affected you. You could have had more physical money in the bank if not for Biden, and that money would also have more buying power.
Don't forget, he also opened the fucking gates on the borders on day one.
He opened the border basically, and he repealed Remain in Mexico because Remain in Mexico is a very important policy. The reason we have this gigantic influx of immigrants is because they know that all they have to do is cross the border and claim to be an asylum seeker, and they automatically get processed and paroled into the country. And they didn't do that under Trump because with Remain in Mexico, okay, cool, you've made it to the border, you've claimed asylum. Please wait in Mexico for 15 fucking years. Nobody wants that. They understand that they're not setting up any kind of strong case for them to naturalize, and they're gonna have to sit there and wait for a summons.
All right, can I ask you a question though? Because I've been thinking about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think uh like like we set ourselves up really bad for failure with a Kamala victory or like a Biden victory, like when that happened, like because all the Trump ads are like Biden's gonna open up the fucking borders. Like, do you think do you think that that got all of like the like illegal people like extra fucking hyped up? Like they saw that shit and they were like they saw the Trump ads and they were like,
Oh, it wasn't
oh,
the
fucking Biden fucking rules, man. He gonna fucking let us in, dude.
it wasn't
Like,
it
do you think that
was
happened?
no, it wasn't the
Like,
Trump ads. Biden just said it. He just said it.
oh, I
Even
know. I'm just saying, like, do you think that that helped?
I don't think the ads helped. I think just the endorsement from Biden himself. I'm forgetting the exact wording. Maybe chat can remind me, but like the verbiage was essentially to call them to surge the border because he did promise amnesty. And they attempted to push amnesty through because the border bill that they keep shaking and claiming that Trump killed a perfectly good border bill was essentially an amnesty bill. I mean, he snuck his husband past the American people. Obama knew how to be sneaky. It was Big Mike's plan all along.
I'm just saying, like, it would be based of Trump if he like made like ads where he was like, look, we may disagree on all these things, but the one thing we all agree on is that you're not allowed to come here from Mexico. Fuck you. Like, you think that would help?
From Mexico territorially or just in general? If you're Mexican.
Yeah.
No, I
Or
don't.
to generalize those people, it makes
No,
them
no,
feel
no.
extra.
No. I don't think that helps. I think the only thing that he needs to do is to promise fair enforcement. Basically, all he needs to do is pull a Bill Clinton and say that we may be a nation of immigrants, but we're also a nation of laws, and those laws will be enforced. That alone is enough to dissuade people, because if you make the journey of being smuggled by fucking coyotes into the country, and then the outcome you get is, well, come back in 15 years if you survive Mexico, the PvP server of Mexico, then maybe we'll have a hearing about your asylum case.
I gotta ask at this point, why hasn't the USA just conquered the rest of the Americas?
I believe it's considered impolite to change borders by military means after World War II. That's kind of frowned upon.
You know, honestly, I've
But they do
never
that all the time
actually
anyways.
considered
No,
this.
no, we don't.
Like, literally never in my life have I considered this, but I'm really thinking about it, and I think that just classic imperialism actually would be kind of cool. It would be kind of nice just to be
See,
like
classic
Mexico's
imperial.
ours now. Like, you know what I mean?
Cody, you
Like,
see,
you guys are gonna
classic
clean them. We're gonna clean them up, dude. You know what I mean? We'll spray them down, clean them off.
classic
You know what I mean?
imperialism only makes
Give them some
sense.
money.
Listen. Classic imperialism only works when you don't operate a social safety network. Like, because if you can just go in and the added territory are going to be a net benefit of whatever tithes you can draw from them or resources that you can gather, yeah, sure, that would be a net benefit. However, if all you're doing is adding a population of, let me check Mexico's population real quick. Mexico population.
But it's not like you integrate them as equal citizens.
Well,
You know,
what's
they
the
are
fucking
colonial
then
subjects.
what's the fucking point of even
Yeah.
doing that then? Like all
They're
you're
kind of
doing,
like an Oompa Loompa type character in
but
your
all
life.
well, first of all, you're going to lose your standing on the world stage in NATO because you're potentially then picking a war with the rest of the world, and America may have the largest fleet and the largest air force, and the second largest air force being belonging to the American Navy. You still don't want to wage a war with absolutely fucking everyone. Uh, and
Nobody's gonna go to war over the Americas.
it's the
It's
principle.
already considered the USA's property as is by the international sphere.
Not well. Then again, where's our fucking money in that
Honestly,
case?
yeah, like even Canada is kind of like ours in a way.
Well,
It's like the
damn.
Monroe Doctrine has long been a thing.
I don't think it's.
That's why the
actually-
USA supports Argentina's claim to the Falklands.
No, this is because we like to fuck with you. Same reason we funded the IRA.
I'm with Digby on this, man. I think I think he's onto something.
I listen. You are onto something. If we can shift the paradigm and we can dismantle the nanny state. If we dismantle the
Well,
social
look at the
support network.
cartels. Look at the cartels. Let the ATF go nuts on those guys.
Sure.
Right, exactly.
They're-
Exactly. The cartels
love
suck,
it.
dude.
That's the fucking thing. They're not
They'll have
going
so
to.
much fun.
Listen, the ATF are
Yes,
useless.
they will.
No,
That's
they
what
are.
tell them
They
to.
are limp-wristed.
Well, then they
Fuck.
have to.
Listen to me. The ATF are limp-wristed, castrated cuck tofu eaters. They could go ham in fucking Chirac hunting Glock switches. They don't, because the gangbangers actually shoot back. Unlike, generational FFLs who are just trying to make a living. They would
Correct.
rather pursue law-abiding citizens because they know that law-abiding citizens don't shoot back.
Kuro, do you really think that that's a problem?
Yes, I kind of think that's a problem.
I
Wait,
think
you
that's a problem,
want
yeah,
the
that's-
ATF
yeah.
to survive?
No, they're not gonna go. They're not even going to attempt it. They're just going to say that it's like a highly hazardous environment, and they're going to ask for support from other agencies. The ATF is not built of people who will go and Ruby Ridge all of Mexico because they are an agency that is made up exclusively of spineless fuckwits whose favorite flavor of ice cream is wife's boyfriend's penis.
I gotta be honest, I do kind of feel like if we tried to do that, it would just turn into like a really close, like Iraq type of situation.
All we would gain from conquering Mexico and even more of the Americas is add like an upward of 200 million useless eaters. That's it. We can do that if we dismantle the socialist structures that we currently have. If we no longer have entitlements in our budget as a practice, yeah, fucking sure. Tithe the entirety of South America. It will be better for it. I'm all hands for doing that, but not integrating them as like, states 51 and upward.
Oh God, Sons just asked a really horrible question.
If you had to
Digby, if you had to control the UK military to reconquer the US, How would you do it?
I would recommend suicide via your sidearm to save you the trouble.
Yeah, I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't try it. It's not worth the effort.
Yeah, no, Terry has a good point. The ATF goes after what they think is a soft target, and once they eat lead, they call for the FBI. Exactly, that is their standard MO. The ATF is not made up of impressive people because impressive people don't go on the federal payroll as ATF agents.
Even so, I want to see them go up against the cartels because I think it'll be funny.
They won't. That's the thing. They're going to get wrecked by the cartels, and they know it.
Exactly.
The cartels have to be dealt with at least the National Guard.
And once they've dealt with the ATF, we'll send in the National Guard to avenge them.
It's
very tragic.
It's
a sacrifice.
Listen, it's nice to dream. I would rather clean out the ATF and burn the field office myself.
Yes, the cartels have helicopters, they have submarines, they've built small tanks.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
But they're like shitty little like retard helicopters and submarines. Like they're babies.
They've got some pretty impressive submarines.
Ah, thank you for that clip, Dom. No, the U.S. claps the cartels if it tries hard enough, just not the ATF, because the ATF does not have functional men under arms. I mean, for one, designating them as men is already questionable, if only under the very basic chromosomal.
Because I want them to die.
Again, I think they should die by the hand of the American people. You cannot deny us that.
Yeah, would react to fighting cartels like Russian conscripts react to being hit with HIMARS.
Yeah, basically.
I do think they should do something about the cartels, though. To be honest, I feel like they're like it's in America's interest.
Listen, they wouldn't.
Definitely.
You fail to understand the character flaw of ATF agents. They wouldn't fight the cartels. They would join them as a comfort squadron.
That is true. Yeah.
Send in the Marines.
The cartels would just gain an entire comfort squadron of fucking ATF dick fluffer boys.
Couldn't they do that though? Couldn't they just send in like the Marines? Like, is that retarded?
I mean, the Trump
Why don't they just do that?
Trump did propose.
It seems like a thing that would make sense to do.
So technically, you could argue to do that. You could organize elements of probably not the Marines. Okay, please use English, Atropa. It's very late for me to Google legal terms.
The issue is basically the Mexican government doesn't want it.
Exactly. Like it just seems that if Trump were a good president, he would send like fucking like chaos Marines in there to like fucking.
So the Marines.
You know what I mean? Like,
here's the thing. Trump is not supposed to have the sole authorization to utilize the military. He needs an act of Congress to do that in a foreign country. However, given enough congressional support, you can stretch the case for cartels being a foreign. Listen, let me talk, and you will like where I'm trying to take this. If Trump can designate the cartels as a hostile foreign actor, he can then respond by using military force with congressional authorization. And he now has a Senate majority, and I don't believe I think there's like a very narrow congressional majority as well. So like the pieces are there to do so, and he does have the cartels on his shit list. Well, that depends on how hard they look at the problem of the cartels, because MS-13 and Tren de la Cacua, or whatever those fucking... Oh, God. I almost dropped a fucking gamer word. The Guatemalan or the Venezuelan femboy gangs that's currently very popular. Those are actual insurrections, and any kind of functional government would designate them as such and would violently suppress them.
One issue you've got with Mexico is the cartels have deeply embedded themselves with the government and
Of course.
administrative state.
Yeah, of course they
Right.
will. See, the thing is then to just walk in and do it. Like Mexico will protest. They will say, "What the fuck are you doing on my land?" And the correct answer is whatever the fuck I want. As long as you don't actually conquer any land. As long as you kill everything in sight and then you fuck right back off into Texas.
I mean, realistically, I think for the long term, the USA conquering Mexico would probably be the better option overall.
Sure, more land equal more good. Would probably
Yeah,
sharply
or at the very least, doing like a fucking like a like you ever seen that movie like Escape from New York?
yes.
We
Wall it
kind of
off.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, if we can kind of escape from New York, then like off of the country, that would be nice.
Yeah, but that would mean dealing with Mexico, true. Well,
I mean, you've already got Puerto Rico, so you're already in on the whole
Puerto Rico
colonialism thing.
Puerto Rico is
Where Puerto
different.
Ricans are based. If Puerto Rico were a state, I feel like it would be red.
Probably simply because of the concentration of libertarians there. It depends on how stoned they are on a particular day of the week.
Conquer everything up to the Panama Canal. Why stop there?
Again, that's all good in theory. Who's gonna go do it? Like
I mean, the USA already claims ownership of the Americas.
No,
The
no, no,
Monroe
listen.
Doctrine's still a thing.
Listen. Like chat, I appreciate the energy. Which one of you is signed up to the fucking draft? Which one of you is actually current fucking military? It's very cool to speculate in other people's lives and, hand them a rifle and go do shit for you. Which one of you is ready to go and join the fucking Navy?
Do I get a governorship?
No. You get
Yeah, fuck that then.
you get disability if you don't die. And you're gonna have to prove that disability to the fucking VA and then convince them that no, your disability can't get magically healed.
Make me governor of Mexico and I'll consider it.
Gee, I wish I was a man. I joined the Navy.
I'm definitely not joining the military. Yeah, unfortunately.
There you go.
Like, no offense to you and your people, Kuramaru, but
they're not my people. I am a civilian as well. I just
I just don't want to die for Israel.
How many people died for Israel, Cody? Where are said American boots deployed in Israel? I've explained this 5 minutes ago. Oh, you probably weren't here. So the thing is, the purpose of Israel as part of Pax Americana is to exactly not have American boots on the ground to pacify the region. Like, you get to pacify the region at the expense of Israel being your sentinel and having Israel die for America, basically. I'll remind you that they are a country in constant military turmoil. They have an active, actual fucking draft. Like, if you are a living being with a pulse above the age of 18, you're getting fucking drafted, or you are being ejected out of polite society.
Yeah, they even got the that wacky ultra orthodox sect. They started drafting them, didn't they?
Yeah, they're talking about that, which is also fair. Like, you don't get to sit this one out because of your religious beliefs.
Basically, Israel draws a lot of flack that would normally be directed at whatever the USA is trying to do in the region.
Basically, yes, while also sending very, very expensive American soldiers into the region. Because deployment pays extra. Would you like to have another Iraq that's just never going away? Probably not.
I mean, if the Taliban hadn't pushed the USA out of Afghanistan, it'd still be ongoing.
Pushed is being charitable. There was an agreement made with Trump that Biden badly fumbled. But yeah, as Dom points out, yeah, it's same for Taiwan. Yeah, but Taiwan has the Taiwan and Korea. Like, the draft is there. There is no fucking escaping the draft. We are
Oh, is that why they ladyboy out so much in Taiwan?
Thailand, different country.
No, they do it in Taiwan too. We had this conversation.
Do they?
We've had this conversation.
I wouldn't be shocked.
I can see why I wanted to expunge it from my memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly, Atropa. Biden did fuck up Afghanistan, and that is one of my big concerns that prevented me from joining a military. Is that I would be in the control of fuckwit commanders in chief and SOs, like Biden and his chain of command. Not that.
The
Yeah,
American troops
100%.
were lucky, though. The Taliban were very magnanimous in their victory, even protected them from Islamic State.
That's nice and all, but the withdrawal was badly fumbled. There's no denying that.
Oh, massively so.
You hope that Taiwan doesn't have a ladyboy problem. See, I think that
They
it
do. They do.
I think it would be fair. We should, in all fairness, allow all of our proxy states, or rather, we should force all of our proxy states to have a Second Amendment, to have a proper, a standing male population of people who know what gunpowder smells like.
Listen,
I don't think the American
Oh yeah,
government would
Canbean,
like
you're
that.
you're
That seems
correct.
a
It's not the
little
draft; it's
Taiwanese
conscription. Yeah. In Israel, everyone, including women, is conscripted. Like there is compulsory military service. So yeah, we sometimes lose sight of that, and we as Americans like to forget that we are the very rare country that doesn't have compulsory military service because we've proxied it out to countries that are part of Pax Americana. So to your comment again, as banal as it sounds, Cody, I appreciate you not wanting to die for Israel, but currently Israel is actively sending its own young men to die for for you not having to join the military.
I don't know. I don't feel like we should go to those countries either way. I don't feel like
What
any of
what
that shit
those
is like
countries?
America's business. Like anything
Well, it has to be someone's business. Whose
like
business should it be, Cody?
their business.
Well,
Why
what
does
if?
If I
America
had,
need to go like why does America need to go over there and fuck with them and
Okay,
like
fair.
try to
Let me answer that. What if?
try to fix their problems? Like I
Oh
think they
no,
should all
nobody's
each
fixing
other.
nobody's fixing their problems. It's
Like
not
we have
about
no business being over there.
it's not about fixing their problems. It's about pacifying people who have a problem with America. It's very easy because if America is not the one, well, it's not fixing problems, but if America is not the one controlling the region, then it's Iran. And Iran post the Shah has a very straightforward agenda of there not being in America.
yeah, I can't imagine why.
Because they started as a communist revolution and now they're an Islamist revolution.
Yeah, but like, what if we just said like,
There
hey,
was never a communist party. There was the Tudeh, who were a tiny communist party. The CIA had to hire a circus to organize a Tudeh protest.
No,
Like,
Terry
they,
posted a
they
shit
were
post.
not a factor.
Oh, they were
I'm just
participants.
saying, like imagine this.
Uh-huh.
Because like everybody, like if you're like in like Iran and like you're in like Iraq and things like that, we say, hey, you can't come over here.
Oh, they
You
just
can't
like that.
you can't bring anything that you got over there over here. Not allowed. You know what I mean?
That's big if true. We technically already do that. How well is that working out? Nevada sobered
No,
up.
because
You
we're
love to
doing
see
that.
it.
No, because we're doing that. Because we're doing that though. But imagine if we just didn't do that.
It would not
And
help.
we just said, hey, like you got your like issues going on over there. I understand that you guys got like all these like little Muslim issues that you guys are all you're all fucking at war with each other.
No, the Muslim
fucking
issues
whatever.
is so
Like
see.
that is all your fault. You're doing that to each other. That is completely on you. That has absolutely nothing to do with us. It's your fault. You did that to yourselves because you're retarded. You deal with that.
Basically,
You duke it out. You guys have fun. We're gonna
Cody,
stay over here. You guys are not allowed over here, and you can't touch any of our
Cody,
stuff.
Cody,
That's fair.
you are assuming that the world
And then
consists.
that's just they
Listen
go
to
away,
me.
and
Listen
then
to
we
me.
don't spend all that money on gay war.
Cody, you are assuming that the world consists of people who are as pacifistic and as stoned as you currently are.
realistically, I think what's going on here is that
Guys, Trump is fucking winning. Look,
Cody advocates for a more classical American isolationism.
Yeah,
right.
I get
The
that.
sort of foreign policy the USA had prior to the World Wars.
Yes,
prior to it being handed the world.
Exactly. And my thesis is that world does not exist, and America's position in that condition does not, or rather, the comfortable American way of life could not exist with America isolated. Our hegemony is what what provides us with the creature comforts of a strong economy. If we are not the world's sovereign, we are not as powerful a country, we are not as wealthy as a country. We can't just print money out of thin air to fund our lavish lifestyle and our high standard of life. It means that we essentially become one big, pretty hard up on cash nation that then also has to look out for other big bullies in the world who are not as pacifist in their leanings, like China and Russia, like Iran. You can't legislate against a foreign country gaining more influence in your absence and then deciding to invade you in a bloody war.
I think it's also important to remember that the American isolationism only really worked because you had the Pax Britannica.
That also works, yes. Basically, we relied on a pre-existing structure that is very similar. Tomoe sweep, yes. Tomoe is the real winner here.
If she was running, she would deserve to win.
Hell yeah, we're definitely. I think we can all unilaterally agreed that that Tomoe for president. I may
Dude, are you
be.
guys looking at this? Are you guys looking at this Trump one, dude? Look at this.
Uh,
Dude, look at this fucking map, dude.
you're not wrong, but it's not too big to rig.
Dude, there's absolutely, dude. How could she possibly overcome this at this point?
California has 44 electoral votes. Arizona is not yet called. Nevada. Oh, holy shit! Nevada is.
I mean, he's
90%.
already won the popular vote, right?
Not necessarily. There's
Give
still
him a few more.
yeah, 5 million is kind of close. Again, California, you're forgetting how densely populated California is.
Fuck, dude.
And they've only had like 7 or 8 million.
But I'm looking
votes.
at the Google map, and they look like they've already reported. So I mean,
Now they've only done 44% of their vote.
yeah, like California
at
is
least
big.
looking at the Google map, like
We're looking at the same map, Cody.
Wait, are we? I'm not looking at your screen.
We're
'cause I'm
looking.
at my,
We're looking
okay.
at the same map. Let me deal with chat real quick.
Look, Trump is winning.
He is winning. I'm
Look,
not.
Chat, don't even judge me.
Cody,
for that.
Cody.
Look,
I'm
Chat,
not.
drunk, I'm stoned.
I'm not saying that
I'm
you're
gonna put a
wrong.
fucking gun in my mouth and pull the trigger right now.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Please use other means as to not
I hate my life. I hate all of
Cody,
you.
Cody, please don't contribute to the overblown statistics for gun deaths because 60% of them are suicides. Please use other means.
Okay.
But what was it?
Chat. Listen, chat. If Trump doesn't win, dude, I'm gonna take a bunch of pills, dude.
There you go.
You'll still be alive in 4 years. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough.
Don't worry about
Assuming she doesn't
die
die on day 1.
Oh God, I hope. I mean, I hope it all pans out well. Let me read chat. Atropa says, I think we need a kingdom of Jerusalem, even if it means taking those annoying mega church preachers and giving them a sword and pointing them to. I would fucking watch that TV show. Holy shit. Weaponized crusaders, hell yeah. Bigger branch. Sometimes you wish Britain was still the hegemon. You see, the problem with that, and my core disagreement is bigger branch, is that liberal hegemony was very loosely based on the Magna Carta and denies the inherent concept of inalienable rights. And the American project is very much based on that. Under Europe, there is no such thing as a freedom of speech. Under British rule, there is no such thing as a freedom of speech. There is no such thing as a right to bear arms. And I feel very partial about those two. So, skill issue sucks to be wrong. Milwaukee mostly done. NBC has a nice county breakdown. Let's see.
I can't believe Trump won, guys.
He's certainly close.
I can't believe it's over. I can't believe.
Wait, hold up. You have a box full of angry cats right now, but if they are angry cats, why are they staying in the same box? Please explain. Please elaborate, or we will pull you into VC.
Don't jinx it, Cody. Don't jinx it.
Oh, because you closed. Okay, I can see that working. Are the cats okay? Maybe we all want the box, so none will leave. We are sort of in a box, so we can't leave.
Right,
Well,
it's 6 a.m. I'm gonna go sleep.
face off in
I've
Wisconsin. Thank you for staying with us.
yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Yeah, well, I guess you'll see the results earlier than we will.
Yeah, I'll see the results when I wake up.
Yeah. Key State
See you later,
Battleground.
Cody. See you later,
All right,
Kuro.
have a good one.
And goodbye, chat.
The sealed box of Rokinjima. Vegas is the only blue county right now. Holy shit. That does check out pretty much for how Nevada usually goes. Yeah. Vegas is deep blue historically, and everything else is red.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I really feel like this is in the bag at this point. I mean, like,
I
I mean,
I was burned by that sentiment in 2020. I'm so fucking paranoid. You're probably right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that we need to push California into the fucking ocean. New York not going red is a disgrace. Like they just let the Democrats take a shit all over their face,
right.
and like all they could do with their fucking New Yorker spirit is fucking take it on the chin. Fucking cucks. Oh, we found 20K ballots for. Oh, Jesus fuck, you're not wrong. Was Reno and Vegas blue? Reno somehow flipped despite Californians flooding in. To be fair, Ellie, I think a lot of the Californians that would have fled to Nevada are also people who are not big fans of Gavin Newsom and modern California. So I can see a lot of them reforming. Like, I have an acquaintance who's a California transplant to Texas. The man currently owns more guns than I do. Like, he took a little bit of time to break in, and we had to. Some buck breaking had to take place. But he caught up with the culture.
Arizona is really sketchy.
Arizona is sketchy because they are rigging as fuck right now. You can tell.
Yeah.
New York isn't New York the issue? Wait, just a second. Isn't New York the issue that it's that is that whole state
Well, it's
is
all like New York City. Like, I guarantee, like,
yeah,
if
it
you
is all New York
like
City.
look on like the actual map, like the majority of New York is
Yeah,
red.
it is
It's
true.
really just the fucking. It's
Well,
really just like.
it's not just New York City, to be fair. It's also Albany, it's also Syracuse, it's also Rochester. Like big urban cities are like that.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is
But
that is still like those are still
but
like kind of sort of like their metropolitan areas.
it is very cucked of New York City to have all of the troubles that they had with immigrants and still vote blue. They are now officially the cuck state. They stay firmly in the cuck chair.
Yeah, I wonder if like demographics have even like shifted at all in New York, or if it's like the same. Like California, like shit like that. Like you can expect that's gonna be the same.
I mean, Trump is at 44% in New York. That's probably more than was originally expected. Unless Philly magically discovers ballots, PA is going for Trump. Blue counties don't have enough votes. I mean, they could always find. I mean, they're known to find ballots in the middle of the night. What are Philadelphia's ballot harvesting laws? That would probably be.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like we're right at the buzzer with Pennsylvania as far as calling it at they're like 93% in. So I
That's
mean,
true.
like it's
And it was a big swing state. Yeah.
yeah, unless they find a fucking shit ton of of ballots for ballots for Kamala. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they need to
Like they
find.
need like another like fucking 300,000 fucking
Yeah,
ballots. You know what I mean?
like
Pretty
that one
much.
time. I mean, it's not like it hasn't happened before. You will stay until Pennsylvania is called. Okay, let's wait for Pennsylvania, I guess. Fuck, I have work in the morning. Philly is super corrupt. Yeah. The runners up. What are the states that did not remove RFK Jr. from the ballot though? No, they're not that rural. We are a wealthy country, so we can afford to vote on principle. There's very little buying of votes happening outside of Democrats bribing the urban populations of Chirac and Detroit with handouts.
It's really like
How many people are writing in for Biden? I assume 0. We had some approved fucking write-in candidates for president, and the first name we had was some fucking Indian call center name, which was humorous. Very aspirational, big if true. I see. I am getting flashbacks from 2020 because I think the electoral map on the evening of the election looked about something like this.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. It's really
Yeah,
gonna come down
you
to
remember this moment from 4
if
years
we
ago.
yeah, if we keep all the leads we have and end it there, then we win.
Yeah, listen, keep
You know what I mean?
keep your guns close, boys. This one might get spicy. I've just loaded up 6 magazines of 300 Blackout, and I already have one in the rifle, and my plate carrier is right over there.
Yeah, because I mean, Michigan still has like a huge opportunity to flip.
Yeah, basically keep your rifle by your side. So
Wisconsin is, I not necessarily close, but but there's still time for that to flip.
Michigan.
Arizona is fucking still an absolute toss up.
Yeah, Maricopa County is the primary hangar here, basically.
Yeah.
So cities are gonna do city
Yeah.
stuff. I think less so in Texas, just because the time frame between fucking around and finding out is very short. So I don't expect the Planet of the Apes to go wild this year. Seattle is fucking boarding up.
It doesn't seem like there's like that type of like atmosphere. Like
Well,
2016, we all kind of knew that was going to happen.
no, people were blindsided by 2016. What do you mean? People
I
had
feel like I knew that shit was going to happen.
You were probably paying more attention. People were struck by severe cognitive dissonance when Trump won. They were like in utter disbelief. For this year, they are just angry and they are violent, and they were led to believe that he's literally Hitler, and they were trained in street violence by the BLM riots, by the Palestine riots. So like they have been desensitized to casual street violence, and that's why like Seattle is boarding up windows like a motherfucker. Like there will be riots guaranteed regardless of who wins. The question is who's going
Right.
to instigate and for what reason. Yeah, basically Hillary seemed inevitable.
Yeah, I feel like to me January 6th was more unexpected than 2016 riots.
January 6th was a nothing burger. It was a completely manufactured event that was also perpetrated by predominantly the same feds who were in the crowd. That's why it was unexpected, is because it was never an organic event. Oh, hey there, Kotaru. You called it when she said Pokemon Go to the polls.
I think people took that too far and they made everyone look really retarded.
They took it too far to what? To walking inside of the fucking velvet ropes?
Yeah, people did break stuff and like do
People
retarded shit.
people did break stuff, but that was
They shouldn't
significantly
have done
later.
that. If
That is
people would have
true.
just marched
That is
in
true.
and acted like completely respectfully,
Yeah.
and granted, I do not think that environment deserves any amount of respect.
Well, because it's
but
not, yeah.
the point remains, like that's if they would have handled it in that way, I think that things would have been a lot different.
See,
But people
the
broke
thing-
shit and they made everyone look really bad.
The thing that
Optically, it was the worst thing they could have done.
it was very bad optically. It was coordinated by
It was embarrassing.
It was coordinated. Listen, it looked embarrassing because it was designed to look embarrassing by the fucking FBI informants in the crowd that orchestrated the fucking event. I will remind you that fuck, what's his name, who was calling for people to go into the Capitol? The man who glowed from space, and the call was called out that he was a Fed. Shit, what was his name? Ray Epps, exactly. There you go.
That was Dominic Bites, but yeah, that is correct.
Yeah. So Ray Epps was part of the fucking glowy squad that was responsible because the FBI director refused to answer the question of whether or not there were agents in the crowd, which means there were fucking agents in the crowd. So, and the only thing that they ended up doing with that is that basically they've set a precedent for if you protest an unjust election in the capital, you're going to be prosecuted as if you've attempted a coup. At that point, you may as well just go for the throat and actually attempt a coup. Like the punishment's going to be the same. You may as
Right.
well.
Well, that's what I never understood, like about like the whole like what part of any of that was
Redacted.
like what part of any of that was a coup? Like it's not
It
like
wasn't. That's the thing. That's
like didn't like the majority of those people like leave of their own volition and then
yeah.
just get like charged later? Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like it's not like they like stayed there and they're like, we're not leaving until like fucking like we have complete control of the government and we have like hostages. Like what part of that is a coup? Like they
Yeah,
came
the
in there
only
and they protested and then they like
and then
left of
they
their own
left.
volition and they're like, we're
Exactly.
done protesting now, guys. We'll see you later. And
They
what
also
part of that was an attempted coup? Like
they also came
like at
in
what point did they try to
unarmed.
take control of
Yeah.
anything?
Listen,
Like, you know what I mean?
they also came in unarmed with the alleged while allegedly attempting to overthrow the most militarized government in the world. Good fucking luck.
Yeah, they like took their shirts off and shit and like danced around in there. Like,
Yeah, they
what
were
part of that? I just don't understand what part of that was a coup. Like, was
it
it gay and
wasn't.
retarded? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
embarrassing. I don't think people should have done that. But like, what part of that was a coup?
it wasn't
It
very
doesn't make
simple.
any sense.
Yeah, listen, it was used as a happening to then motivate the things that happened to crack down on people who showed dissent. Like the only casualty of the entire event was the woman that got shot by Capitol Police. That's it.
Yeah.
Ashley Babbitt. Yeah.
Yep. Ashley Babbitt, yeah, completely did not deserve that either.
Yep. And she was the only casualty of the event. I mean, Prosecutor Lynch, I could go for either.
It's one of those situations like that. It makes me very scared
See,
of
no,
the
Terry, I'm
justice
afraid
system because
they're not gonna give him murder one because at most they're gonna give him manslaughter because something line of duty something qualified immunity.
like
Unfortunately,
the difference between the guy who shot Ashley Babbitt and like Derek Chauvin is public outrage.
there's a
And
lot
that is
more.
a terrifying precedent
No, no,
for
no,
our
no, no.
justice system.
There's a lot more
That
difference
is
there.
horrifying.
There is a lot more difference there because Derek Chauvin actually did not contribute to the death of George Floyd in any kind of physical way.
Well, I guess you're right. That is that is an unfair
Yeah,
comparison.
I'm sorry,
But
but Derek Chauvin was not.
I think you see what I'm getting at,
I
though.
see what you're getting at exactly.
But
Yeah,
you are right, though. You are right, though.
yeah.
That was a very poor comparison.
I'm
Gotcha.
sorry. I
It
failed to
was
see the part of the body cam footage where he shoved the entire fucking 8-ball into George Floyd's mouth. I think I missed that part.
Well, there's new footage now. Well, I guess it's not really necessarily new footage, but I've seen recently, I guess, more circulating. There's like more video footage of like
Of
him
him trying to resuscitate him. Yeah, I've seen that.
well, no, I was gonna say of him like in his car, like with like just like a mouthful of fucking drugs.
Well, yes, because that same
He's literally, you can see him swallowing it. You know what I mean?
the 8-ball.
Like
So
you see him like fuck, like I'm gonna get busted. Like I have to like fucking
eat the fucking drugs.
I have
Yeah,
to eat all the fucking drugs. Like fucking Juice World. Isn't that how Juice World died?
I don't know who Juice World is.
Okay, well look. Okay. It's a hip hop
Atropa,
artist. Okay.
it's not even Chicom Pharmacist. I'm sorry, but you take that amount of anything, even if it was just chemically pure cocaine, you're not coming out on the other end of that particular joyride. Oh, fentanyl meth, excuse me. I don't know my drug paraphernalia that well.
But I guess I shouldn't say the only difference, but I should say that
The
like
determining difference.
it exemplifies the point that I was trying to make, which is that the justice system hinges on like public outrage, not like actual justice and fairness.
Well, yes. And
Because otherwise, like that person would be prosecuted, and somebody like fucking Derek Chauvin would not. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
difference, like between how those things are being handled,
Well,
is
the
like
difference
public
is that,
outrage.
well, there was also more manufactured public outrage for Chauvin. Like, not all of that was organic. A lot of it was very specifically whipped up because that was just used again as a happening to promote a certain narrative about, cops being out of control and killing people, which imagine the stellar standard to which our police is actually held and how they actually operate if they
Mhm.
had to reach that far for a trigger event for BLM. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they had to manufacture a nothing burger out of thin air, a fucking addict dying of an overdose while he was being busted for trying to use fucking a counterfeit 20. Like that was an entirely self-inflicted skill issue. The peripheral components of that is that he was not exactly a productive member of society and very little of value was lost.
It was literally evil.
Yeah, well, I mean, career criminal, big whoop.
Yeah, I think if you, I think if you like, if you hold like a pregnant woman hostage with a gun
Can't.
to steal from her,
That's why
I think you're
I'm yeah.
genuinely like you're evil.
Well, you're also you could just be that
Like
retarded
that
that
is
you could be that retarded that you don't imagine the experiences of people around yourself. You can just be what's referred to as psychopathy via retardation. Hey there, Disbulia. Kuromaru is
you're
the new
just so
president.
fucking dumb that you just can't
You
possibly fucking
can't.
have like a shred of empathy.
Didn't you see those fucking interviews with like migrants in France? For example, like they were asked about the oh no, never mind. I'll just fucking flashbang you with the content of that interview. I'll just look for it. Canned bread. See, that is why I don't like universal suffrage. I think that the right to vote should be earned, and being a net taxpayer over received benefits is a very good mechanic to filter a lot of the people who shouldn't be voting. Refresh repeatedly? Okay.
I
Repeatedly.
disagree with that. I do think like if you're in like a position where like something has happened and like you're not like
You
currently contributing to
and you skip
like
that
taxes or whatever,
sure, you skip that particular
like
tax year and you vote on the next one.
well, I guess huh, hmm. I guess I'm more thinking of like somebody like in a position who's like I can't find work because the economy sucks and like and I'm in a position where I'm not able to vote for a politician that can fix this issue because I'm stuck on fucking benefits. You know what I
Depends on
mean?
how
And
long
like I would
depends
like
on
the like
how
a candidate that's going to get me off of benefits. Do you see what I'm
okay.
saying?
Well, see, the
Like
thing
this is
is,
a more of a hypothetical than a
that's a
real life
hypothetical, but
situation.
I can counter
But
that.
you
If
see what
we're
I'm saying?
if we're going off of lifetime contributions and lifetime benefits received, if you had one rough year and you had to go on EBT and unemployment, you're not going to overshadow the years of income tax that you had to pay.
Right. I could see that, but I guess that's really the question. You know what I mean? Is it something like that, or
Oh,
is it
sorry
like
about that,
like hey, if
Kotaru.
you didn't like if you didn't pay taxes this year, like you're not uh
I'm
uh
not saying you didn't pay taxes this year. Just a second, we have a Pippa shit post.
You kiddos think this is all you kiddos think this is all fun and games? Oh, it's so quiet. Hold on. Fuck! What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Are we in loud therefore funny territory?
Let's go! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Kotaru, what did you think I was gonna do with that?
Baby, that's what I'm talking about! Oh no! Let me put you out of your misery.
I mean, that does check out as an average Pippa stream. I can't argue with the accuracy of the portrayal here. What was I going to look up? Sorry, I lost my train of thought entirely. Cody, you there?
yeah, I'm here. I'm like just I'm autistically like fucking refreshing like this shit, like hoping that like more fucking
Oh,
like results are gonna come
New
through.
Hampshire called it. Okay, it's looking good. I'm not gonna lie. Did you have breakfast this morning thing is that it's not really being stupid, it's being illiterate. That's why it's a literacy problem, is the closest to a universal common link between all recurrent criminals. Uh, it's not entirely a literacy problem. The breakfast question is a very abbreviated version of the test. The original green text that described it went into more details and described a battery of tests of people of under a certain intelligence curve not being just able to project empathy and hypotheticals. Have you ever had to tutor the retarded? No, I have been spared that. Uh, Fortunately, most of the people under my tutelage were like men in their 40s and usually like established and employed men. You had to once. How was the experience? Were they not able to entertain hypotheticals? Because it does require a certain bandwidth of intelligence.
I've never really hung with absolute retards. I worked with kids with autism a little bit, and I volunteered with fucking Down syndrome people, but never actual just pure retards.
Teach this person how to make it through MCT. Oh no. Reddit is apparently melting down. You'll love to see it.
Dude, I'm so excited for my enemies to feel pain.
Oh yeah.
It means so much to me.
Listen, the enemy class is not made of impressive people, and therefore it is very, very satisfying to see them cope and seethe.
It's just gonna be funny. Like, it's like it's like, you know, that there's just one thing that all of your enemies hate.
And that's you? And that's
It
you
is
being
me.
happy?
Yeah. Dude, I'm just so excited for
I
Trump to win.
can't find that particular interview, but I'm going to look for it. I'll probably forward it to you, but basically to give away the premise, they were interviewing migrants in France, basically asking them about like, do you think it's bad to like, I don't know, fucking rape French girls? And his response is like, well, yeah, like what if I like get a disease from her and whatnot? But okay, but would she feel bad? Well, I don't fucking know. And basically it was being them not just being fully incapable of like imagining the suffering of another person that they're inflicting. I had to try to explain what the meter was to someone who didn't understand what tomorrow was. Oh, oh boy. I get,
That's insane.
yeah. When Redditors melt down, what? No, Terry, I'm not sure what you meant by that. I assume that was a very funny joke. Please pardon me.
It
It's
was.
very
That was a
late.
great joke. When Reddit melts down, the elephant's foot is a giant fupa. I get it. That was great. That was a good joke. I like that.
Oh, okay. Elephant's foot isn't the graphite
Yeah.
pillars. Okay, I made the connection. Sorry, it's late. Listen, I've made it through an entire business day today.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been working nonstop.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna
Been
look
up.
for the interview. I'm not gonna distract myself with it. Back when they're giving what is an ASVAB waiver?
Where they just literally don't make you take the test. That's desperate, dude.
I mean, is that like a military competency test?
Dude, I would have squeezed in there if you're gonna put me in a nice cushy spot.
I'm pretty sure you could have taken the ASVAB. Oh, it is the intelligence test. Okay, then I remember that correctly. Leslie, you're fine. You're fine.
I would love a nice cushy spot, dude. Just drone operator.
Your primary, like, all you would have to do is like clean up for weeds so that it's not detectable in your system, and you're golden.
Dude, imagine how nice it would be to just be a drone operator, dude.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool, I
Just
imagine.
fly around all day, just playing basically Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Retarded being used as an actual clinical term. No, I get it. I get it, Atropa. I know that you're not trying to be demeaning. You don't strike me as a pointlessly cruel person.
We've kind of like forgot about retarded people as just like a people. Like we've
Not
We've
really.
left space for I don't think we have. Like it's like we've left space for like Down syndrome people and autism people, but there's really not like a whole lot of stuff that's like just for like the straight up clinically retarded.
Just a
Like that's
second.
not
Just a
really like a
second. We're
thing people are really
we're
getting rallying around.
just a moment. Canned bread cooked for a moment. We need to address the argument made. Yes, in part because of the language basics, they can't interpret because of shit literacy. Basically, it's not so much the language, but the fact that people need language to interpret and express and process thoughts. You take abstract concepts, basically you understand through language mentally. So if your language capacity is fucked, you're mentally fucked in terms of understanding abstractions. It becomes a chicken or the egg
That's kind of
problem.
actually like what I was kind of knocking around in my head
I
actually
think I
when you
think
said
it's
that. Like
you're
I completely actually agree with that.
you're
I feel like it's like that's probably how
PA
you
called.
learn like
You
like
are
abstract
listen.
concepts and
You
like
are
learn
no
like
PA didn't call yet.
visualization is through like reading.
So
Yeah,
here's the thing.
agreed.
You are kind of right, but your solution requires more assumptions than the baseline one. You're violating Occam's razor with that one. The simplest solution is usually the correct one, and people with a lower intelligence quotient just do not have the bandwidth to entertain hypotheticals, regardless of how you word it. Like, I can find the original shitpost if we want to dig into the fucking methodology of a 4chan post describing sub 70 IQ inmates. We can fucking do this. Of all the streams on Twitch, this is the stream to do it. 270 to win PA is red?
I don't know. I feel like
Yeah,
if
I'd
you
say
were to
PA
like,
is red.
I feel like if you were to like, well, I guess this would make sense. I was gonna say you could probably correlate like literacy rates with like people who fucking can't like imagine things and can't empathize with
Well,
others.
okay, then
But
it's the see we're
but I mean, but
what
that's not
what
that.
problem
But
are we trying to
then you'd say
diagnose?
like
Cody, that's the thing. I don't just
the
I don't
problem I'm diagnosing is I agree with canned bread. I believe that like reading and like linguistics, I feel like that's like a necessary thing
it is a necessary thing. But
in like visualization. Like well, I guess not really linguistics, but like reading in general. Like I feel
being
like that's
I
like probably how you like learn to visualize things.
sure, but I think both problems can exist at the same time. Like someone can be too stupid to be literate while also being too stupid to imagine a hypothetical. Imagining a hypothetical, like projecting hypotheticals, is actually, well, relatively resource intensive mental work. That's why children aren't incapable of it.
Right. Well,
It's
I guess I more think like both of those
like
things
you
can
can,
be true.
for example, like, there is a way to test it without having to rely on convoluted explanations of hypotheticals. It's called the Marianne test. The Marianne test is basically something that every child under the age of 3 will fail because the part of the brain that allows them to parse information that way is just not developed yet. It introduces two hypothetical actors, Anne and a Mary, and Anne places a ball into one basket, then leaves, and Mary moves the ball to a different basket, and then the person who's being tested is going to ask, where will Anne look for the ball? And like a person who can't answer the breakfast question is going to say that she's going to look for it in the basket where the ball was moved while she wasn't looking. Just a second. Let me go through Atropa's comments because she was explaining something. Retarded is offensive because the terms worse than that were never seen in public. Idiot and moron are medical terms for people more mentally disabled than retarded. Really? Idiot and moron are technically more or less intelligent than retarded. That's good to know. Retarded is just, delayed in development, right? Mostly Alzheimer's research. Watching for different maps right now. This is evil. Some people are incapable of grasping concepts. Yes, that's constructive idiocy, if I recall correctly. Like teaching a plank. Really dark to think about it, but it's how it is. Yep. This one is better explained through MS Paint. I'm pretty sure that Cody is capable of grasping what I explained. Cody, please don't prove me wrong.
No, no,
Are
not
you
one
are
more.
you are you capable of rotating rotating the Marianne test in photorealistic quality in your mind?
Have you seen that that test that like apparently like women have an issue with like the glass of water?
No,
Have
I
you seen
don't.
that?
No, I have not.
Uh, God, I don't know what this is called. I'm gonna see if I can look this up real quick. There's
This
this test like basically like there's a glass of water and then like you like rotate the water like the glass of water
okay.
30 degrees, right? And then like the question is not really like mathematical. It's just like what would the glass look like? Like where would the water line be? And apparently women have an issue passing this test.
Wait.
They're not able to say where the water line would be. Again, it's like it's not a mathematical test. It's just literally just like
It's
what would the water line
just
look like?
spatial awareness of how liquids behave.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Are they just
I'm gonna find this for
I
you. I'm
I
gonna find
refuse
this
I
for you.
refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that an adult human female is capable of grasping that, that the water line is usually parallel to the horizon. Mark Cuban has congratulated Trump on his win. Oh no, the rats are fleeing the ship.
That
Please,
rocks, actually.
please tell me there is a recording of it. He has cocked to Emperor Trump. The warlords are ceding ground in the unification war.
All right, I sent you a link.
Just a second. I want to see it. I want to see it. I don't see it on YouTube yet.
We posted it on X.
Mark Cuban. No. Okay, if someone finds a link, oh, okay.
I'll look it up real quick.
No. Dom already found it. He has link posting privileges. Oh, he posted it on Twitter. That is so fucking weak. Cucking out by text. Weak, feeble aura probably doesn't lift.
I keep telling you, Trump won. Mark, it's me and Mark against the world.
You're listen.
You can
I'm
believe
not.
us or
I'm not saying you're wrong. I never said that you're wrong.
Cuck Mala is over, dude.
Cuck
The reign
Mala.
of terror comes to an end
Cuck
tonight.
Mala is so over.
Donald Trump is now president of the United States of America.
Not yet. Not
Once
yet.
again,
Not yet. Okay,
we're
listen.
back.
270 to win. Exactly. We're mostly back. Okay, so 70-year cognitive.
Get ready, boys. The LGBTQ camps, they're coming up.
They're not coming up. That's listen. Don't
Listen,
don't
those
don't
FEMA
over.
camp. You see those FEMA camps they sent out in like North Carolina? We're
Okay.
setting those up for the gays.
They're really
You
not.
guys are gone.
The gays are fucking voting in droves for Trump. What's with the comment about Kamala sucking? What do you mean? In the Mark Cuban apology? However, yes, son, that meme will not be funny even if it comes true, especially if it comes true. Just a second. Seeing PA red with Trump winning, nice. She sucked and fucked as much as she could. That's true. Oh, that's also, yeah. LGBT left the gays behind. Yeah, the gays are no longer cool. The gays
the gays are on our side now.
The gays are no straight. I'm sorry.
We got the regular gay vote. We got the regular gay vote.
The election isn't over until Nevada calls for Chase Oliver valid. Okay, so just a second. It's called the water line test. Introduce you by asking to attempt it. Okay. Figure A shows a glass with some water in it. Figure B shows the glass has been lifted. Draw a line to show where the water line would be. Okay, so it's going to be horizontal. Like the same volume of water will just be distributed around here, so it's going to be slightly taller, and that's it. It's going to be around.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Like, and keep in mind, like you don't have to figure out the math of this. It's
Okay.
like literally like just like where the line would be.
Okay. Is there like a
It's that easy.
okay? But wait, what? No,
And look
please.
at how retarded women are.
No, 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 no. These are children's results. Please tell me these are children's results.
Women are dumb, boy.
No, this can't be true. Why do we allow them to vote? Distinguishes 5 staging of developing the ability of children to solve the puzzle. These are children results. These are not female results. You're gaslighting me.
No, but listen. Did you even see the title of the article?
I did see the title of the article.
Yes, that's this. Yes, there is a gender bias to this test.
Okay, but
A very strong one.
okay, but is it in adults or is it in children?
I believe I've seen other studies where it's also like been done with adults and the results are similar.
Females disproportionately give results the wrong answer to the puzzle in their efforts.
I can't back that up though, so take
Level
that
of
with a grain of
results.
salt.
Researchers tried using photos instead of schematics, using a container with rounded sides. So there will be less interference with the horizontal water line, having the water lines pre-drawn, and just asking participants which lines look correct, and making it easier and easier. Didn't matter after decades of variations of the puzzle, a significantly higher proportion of female adults and adolescents still draw. No!
Listen. This is
Never beating the allegation. Okay, that's it. Repeal the 19th.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I am now fully on the repeal the 19th train.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Damn, women are great. I wish they were real. Listen, Cant, it's not that I don't believe inherently. I like to see data first, okay?
No, I guess it's good to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, what is
Oh
listen,
my God,
just not
Trump is winning.
just
Look
not
at this.
he is winning.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way that she is going to be able to.
Okay,
overcome
so
this at this
Alaska
point.
is a done deal. There's
Like-
just no shot that Alaska is not red. Alaska is
Like,
always red. That's fine.
there's
Minnesota.
There's nothing that can reverse this at this point.
I mean, Minnesota could go red. New Mexico, basically called. Minnesota voted for Mondale. Who and what is a Mondale?
So everything, I'll say this: everything that's like at the top right now, like all the electoral votes, like is that all shit that's locked in right now?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I hope so. Probably.
Because if it's all shit that's like locked in,
then
it's like mathematically it's impossible for Kamala to win, so Trump won. Right? Like if that's all locked in, then there are 23 remaining electoral votes.
Mm-hmm.
If Trump or if all of those like remaining electoral votes went to Kamala Harris, it would be a tie.
It depends. So here's the thing.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. I'm retarded. I can't do math.
Don't do math.
That would be that would be 37. So yeah, so Trump would still win.
So there still could be a rug pull in some of the unfinalized. First of all, this is a percentage of votes that are supposed to be on the voter rolls. There are cases where there are more people on the voter rolls than there are actual people in specific counties. So there is space for fuckery.
Not even Americans understand their election system. Listen, brother, fuck you, dude. I understand this. I'm right.
Bigger branch, we understand the election
Trump
system.
won.
The problem is the Democrats have been fucking with the election system so hard trying to break it. It's now an issue of what laws are actually followed and enforced and which ones are not. I will remind you that it is currently criminalized. You will get a fucking felony for asking someone to present ID while voting in California. Let that fucking sink in. asking to verify whether or not you have your fucking ID to confirm that you are who you say you are is a punishable fucking offense in California.
I feel like, dude, I feel like we're locked in, boys.
We're locked in, but keep your guns close. Like
I'd say, in my opinion, I say you look like to your nearest libtard, and you tell him right now, like, "Welcome to hell, dude."
you do that, but just in case, I have 3 full magazines of 9mm for my sidearm. I have 6 magazines of 300 Blackout sitting in front of me on my desk. I have my freshly laundered and ironed Hawaiian shirt ready to boog, and my fucking plate carrier is ready to go. Either Trump wins it or we fucking make him win.
Dude, I need to check Twitter. Like, are people freaking out?
I hope so. If you find some good meltdowns, send me a DM. Listen, I disagree that his presidency is mediocre. If he comes through with the promise to repeal federal income tax and replace it with tariffs, that is gigantic. The American internal economy will just boom after that. He's just not an extremist. He is a pro-business libertarian centrist.
Exactly.
That is what I need.
At the end of the day, that's what I am. It's just the
Yeah.
Overton window shifted me into
just
like some kind of like far right type of guy. You know what I mean?
I had that conversation. Well, I started that
Right.
conversation with someone on 4chan today. Like, oh, I sometimes forget that fucking Kuromaru is a right-wing chud, to which I say, if you actually listen to things I say, I'm really not.
Yeah, that's what I mean. In an ideal society where like the right is actually where it's supposed to be, like I'm like a gay lefty, like liberal type. You know what I mean? It's just the Overton window has shifted to such a degree that like
Yeah, I'm sorry, but people who want to
freedom is bad and like fascist now or whatever.
Yeah, basically, like people who want to remove other people's liberties are not liberals. That's not what that word means. I also need to go back into the thread and gloat because someone was saying that Kamala is gonna win, and I'm gonna have a meltdown IRL and on Twitter. Who's melting down now, bitch?
I cannot believe, dude. Trump definitely won. I mean, chat, can you back me up here? Mathematically, it's impossible for him not to have won.
Well, let's hope that they don't have enough mana for a fucking
unless they somehow take away like these like electoral college votes and these are not locked in, then like we won, because like I said, it's literally mathematically impossible.
I assume
Like,
they
if
are
you got
locked in.
every electoral like college vote.
So here's the thing.
Like, because there's what, like 23 remaining votes, right?
Their only chance is to muster up the mana to cast a Raise Dead and flip Nevada and Arizona. Even more so Arizona than Nevada. Arizona is the real swing state here. Maybe flip Pennsylvania back, which is not happening. Yeah, they can still go over 100% of votes. If they do it this time, it is bad. It is civil war. Like I'm not memeing. It's not a bit. Like if they at this point attempt a rug pull with injecting ballots, that's fucking it. Like the cognizant part of the American people will not take it sitting down. That's it. It's boogaloo time. Like the Texas National Guard will just make a move on DC and that's it. Even Democrats even Democrats would recoil against that. Like there are still principled Democrats who are retarded enough to vote Democrat, but they still do not agree with eroding the institutions. They just vote Democrat because they've been convinced that Trump is the one eroding our institutions.
Guys, we won. Landslide.
Yeah. Trump has not addressed the nation. Very, very rightly so. He's waiting. He is ready for a rug pull.
Red wave. It happened.
It does seem like
saw it. Look at that. Look at that map. Brothers and sisters of the United States.
I do not like that very razor thin majority in the Senate. Like that creates a space for rhinos to run roughhouse and continue their fucking shenanigans. Like, I still think we need to have Core9 in Minecraft, of course. Like, he needs to vote. He needs to be vote kicked from the server. AZ is very likely rigging against Lake. Is she running on the Senate? Oh, holy,
Yeah, she is. Carrie Lake is so hot, too.
holy printed ballots, Batman. I think some fuckery is afoot. How is AZ going for Trump on the presidential ballot, but against Carrie Lake on the Senate ballot? That does not make sense.
Listen, I would vote against Carrie Lake.
Why?
I would
What is?
I would tell her. I would say, "I'm so sorry you lost, baby. Listen, I'm here for you.
She's a married woman who'd
I'm
probably.
here for you, baby girl."
She's a married woman and she's taller than you by like 10 inches.
Damn. What do you think about Carrie Lake? Carrie Lake's pretty hot though, right?
Listen, I refuse to comment
Like-
on married Christian women.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Lauren Boebert, however. Oh,
Chad, how are we feeling about Carrie Lake? Dude, Trump won. Look at that, guys. We did it.
Kotaru, do you have my Discord so that you don't keep so that Nightbot stops slapping you? Blue Shift Politics, Red Mirage. In American politics, Blue Shift is called a Red Mirage. It's an observed phenomenon under which counts of in-person votes are more likely no real vote counts. While provisional voters and absentee ballots are often counted later, are more likely no real vote. Yeah, that's basically what officially happened last year. Listen, being paranoid is wrong is preferable. You don't believe in terms like right and left. Most likely the most right-wing figure in this chat, which you do not like to admit. That's okay. That's okay, man. It's fine. See, I think that it depends on the context. It's like the fucking male horoscopes of alphas, betas, and omegas and whatnot. It all makes sense in a specific setting. Right and left usually is shorthand for specific attitudes and policies. You know, for general direction, right generally being socially conservative, and left respectively being like socially liberal. Well, not even socially liberal. Fuck. I struggle to describe modern leftism because it's just so all over the map.
Hey, listen to this. Listen to this. Nick Fuentes says fucking total Groiper victory. Hasn't he been like nonstop?
He's been
like,
he's been shit talking
like,
Trump. He's been threatening a Groiper revolt
this whole time.
The fucking bipolar gay twink.
What the fuck is that?
Well, because he's backpedaling. He's pretending like it was all part of the plan all along.
It's like that's the biggest heel turn you could possibly do.
Yeah, exactly. Nick Fuentes is a retarded commie shill and a closeted homosexual, and the closet is also half open anyway. Like, Nick, we all know.
Yeah, he is zesty. I feel like people on Twitter, I feel like, are calling it.
Yeah, I don't believe Twitter. Again, I'll believe it when I see Trump coming down on the golden escalator. Then I'll put my rifle down.
Dude, I cannot believe this.
To be fair, Atropa, Pence was selected as VP for having no balls. I very much prefer JD Vance. He looks more.
Yeah, I didn't feel anything for Pence. He just kind of seemed like a weird, like just like standard, like establishment Republican.
That's why he was selected.
JD Vance, I genuinely like him.
Yeah,
I feel like he's great. Like I feel like he's a very relatable, like
Vance
guy.
Vance is just our guy. He's just a normal dude.
Yeah. I think like just by virtue of being young,
his only
shortcoming,
shortcoming,
he's in touch with normal people. Like maybe later on in life he'll be like a fucking weirdo and be like a politics guy. But like right now, I think just by virtue of just being so young and like being newer to politics, I think that's like a great position to be in.
Leftism is just progressivism, as in the belief in the progress of history, linear timeline of history, and politics that goes with it. Yeah, that does check out with what they're trying to push for. I was mostly struggling to capture the encroachment of state power the encroachment of state power and socialistic policies that's sort of inherent with leftist ideology, because it's a little bit more difficult to map. Just a second. I had a thought. Oh yeah, so yeah, JD Vance is more relatable. I don't think he's gonna turn weird with age. I think he's going to be like a Ted Cruz but better. Like realistically, his only shortcoming is falling for the wrong kind of yellow fever, and that's pretty much it. You don't like Vance and you feel Trump picked him because he knows he wouldn't do shit and always do what he says. Yeah, while being less of just a face than fucking Pence.
I agree with Bigger Branch here. Advances our chud representation. I agree with that.
He's not really a chud though. Like he's not a chud. He's not a hardline conservative. He's like very, very middle of the road. Like Vance is I just want to grill. Like he doesn't have a strong stance. Yeah, he's what the rabid Portland communist calls a chud. He is the guy who wants low taxes and he wants to grill on the weekends. Like he's so fucking uninvested in anything, he just wants to be left the fuck alone. And I kind of vibe with that.
Yeah, I felt I was pretty neutral on him up until the debates.
Yeah.
I feel like he handled himself really well, and I had
he's
a lot of confidence.
Did you
in him after
see
that.
his Rogan interview?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you're missing out.
Was it good or bad?
It was good. It was good. Like both Trump's and Vance's appearance on Rogan were banger. That's the reason.
Yeah, Trump's went fucking really well too.
Yeah. Contrast that with like everyone, even with Kamala refusing the Rogan interview, like everyone was able to imagine then and there the fucking dumpster fire that would have turned into. I'm kind of regretting that we never got to witness that. That would have been such a marvelous fucking crash. It would have been like watching a car crash and live in 4K in slow motion. Yeah, Vance seemed like a normal person, exactly. Like he needs to be second fiddle to Trump, and I think that's why he's not even really in line for succession. I think that someone like Matt Gaetz is a stronger figure to be the next Republican candidate.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but I think he makes a good vice president.
Between Joe Rogan and Kamala, how many IQ points would be in the room? Listen, at least 150, and 110 of those being on Joe. Like, Joe is not unintelligent. He's just very offensively uneducated. And because he was a content creator for his entire life and has never had a real job, he's kind of insulated from the realities of he's not a comedy brain. His comedy is actually very bad.
Yeah, Joe got into showbiz really young.
Yeah. Joe is a content creator.
He's been rich since he was like 21 or 22.
Exactly. He doesn't know the value of money. He doesn't know how business actually works. He doesn't know shit about fuck when it comes to economics. But he is at least he's intellectually curious, and I respect that. And he's done a lot of work to self-educate. Unfortunately, not having a formal education. Listen, he is an ignoramus, not a dumbass. Like I've seen him interact with intellectual concepts. He's okay. He's above midwit. Because he's an ignoramus, he's also high 24/7. That's also fair, except for October's. So October is sober October, but that
the 24/7 too.
The reason he because he's an ignoramus is why he falls for shit like UBI, because he was never good at math. He no one ever sat down and explained macroeconomics to him. But if you like lay out the components of a conundrum, he'll sit there and he'll think fairly deeply about that. Like you don't make the world's biggest podcast by being dumb, but you do require a very specialized kind of intelligence that doesn't always lend itself to problem solving. You make Joe sound Brazilian. I mean, there's no proof that he's not. He's good at critical thought. It's just like he has the resources to make some good shit. He lacks the blueprints for it. Like, he can cook, he just doesn't have the kitchenware. Or rather, no, he can cook, but he doesn't have the recipe.
Right. But I admire Joe for like for trying and being inquisitive. I think that's all you really can do. And like
Chieftain Barbarian.
I
Yeah, let
think
me
that
find that
like
pasta.
it's like like applied intelligence. Like you can't base things off of like, are you intelligent in this thing or that thing, because it's like
No, you can
uh,
measure those.
uh I,
I'm
I
sorry,
I don't
intelligence.
necessarily like to, because like just to give you an example, like somebody can be like a very good mechanic, but be like otherwise like illiterate,
Yeah,
right?
listen,
And that person has like societal value,
sure,
and
lack
that
of
person has
literacy,
a
but
skill,
lack of
and that
literacy.
person has something
Cody,
that like uh,
lack of literacy is not an indication of stupidity if you were not taught literacy. Being incapable of grasping literacy is an indication of stupidity. Those are two different states of being.
right. But I'm saying in the scenario in which somebody is maybe incapable or struggling to grasp like literacy, like
Yeah, you
they
can
could
have
still
high
be
IQ and have no
intelligent in
literacy.
some sort of other
Yeah,
factor.
Cody, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Joe is intelligent in that he has the capacity to deal with
That's what
complex
I'm saying.
subjects. Yeah, it's just that he
Yeah,
doesn't have a formal education to know how to navigate some subjects correctly. That's why he's blown away by fucking Andrew Yang, who apparently is the only Asian who's bad at math, explaining how they can just print money and they're for economy good. Excuse me, not print money. They'll just tax everyone to death, and that'll somehow make everyone rich. Also, too much DMT having your thoughts stolen by the machine elves. Yeah, that'll do that to you. Let's
it's
read.
like the only people who fucking would want like $3,000 a month or whatever are like people who make less than $3,000 a month.
Yeah, just a second. Let me make sure I've caught up with chat. That post perfectly explains Joe Rogan. It's a little bit oversimplified. I don't agree with it entirely, but I still like this little shit post. Yeah, chat. What do you say? We go through the pasta, or we just let it go? We can have whatever we want, but just printing money. Why do we still pay taxes? Exactly. Well, again, Kent, I don't think that you can build the world's biggest and most influential podcast by not having some kind of colloquial, by not having a certain degree of wisdom and know-how. Like, it
Kansas
requires.
is a fucking hater, dude.
Listen,
You're just fucking hating, dude.
it's fine to challenge authority. I respect that, but I will poke holes in your theories. Go through the pasta. Okay, just a second. Let me adjust my posture. Yeah, he's very good at creating context, and he's also, if you listen to the structure of how he yeah, he is the biggest podcast just for sheer volume, volume of audience and reach. That's why CNN fucking hates him. He's a bit of punch drunk. Listen, you get
podcasters. It's like Joe Rogan, and then like right below that is Kuramaru.
I fucking wish. I am Anime Joe Rogan. I cling on to that title. Okay, let me read the fucking pasta. Joe Rogan is like some barbarian Khan from the steppes that took an interest in intellectual things, and his show is basically him bringing slightly nervous scholars and magicians to come before him and explain how the world works. Glasses man, you explain to Joe why sky big and how tree grow. But he will also believe almost anything you tell him, and now only recently in the past few years does he clap back like, Tiny Hat Man say otherwise. Do you lie to Joe? Tiny Hat Man say fat not bad for you, that sugar is enemy, so which is truth? Joe thinks you are wrong. And people just nervously go, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess so. Joe spent many moons on horseback training with bow and sword. But Joe is also wondering why skyfire rise from the mountains every morning. You will explain this to Joe. I fucking love this pasta. Ellie, listen. Joe, who the fuck?
This election is so ass, dude. This election rules, dude. What do you mean?
Chase Oliver still has a shot. You have to believe. He can come in with the last minute sweep and take it all, I believe. But yeah, he is punch drunk. It's very hard to not be punch drunk after smoking so much weed and also, actually training and fighting. He will win. Total Jeb victory, excuse me. Total Chaser Oliver victory. I feel so vindicated by the fact that the Republicans have won by doing what I suggested back in the day, by just letting the Libertarian Party take them over. The dollar down here is what? Down here is $6? What do you mean?
Chase Oliver's so creepy looking, man. He just looks like somebody who has like shit he shouldn't have on his hard drives. He's a fucking creep, man.
Isn't he a sodomite?
He probably is. I assume he's like some kind of pedophile of some sort.
No, if he was a
Alleged
pedophile,
by me.
he would be running on the Democratic ticket.
Yeah, but I feel like that's like his like way of like weaseling out of it.
Nah. That's like your rite of passage there. Like, imagine wasting that opportunity. Like, you're a pedophile in a position of relative power, and you don't leverage that as to get into the Adrenochrome Lounge. Unimaginable. They would have outed him anyway by that time. Like, if he's not.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. Is like there's regular pedophiles and then there's like satanic pedophiles. You know,
I think if he was a
like,
regular,
he's just like a regular pedophile.
but if
like,
he
he's
was a
just
regular
every day.
well, here's the thing: if he was a regular pedophile with political aspirations, he would have just gotten clapped.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, why? Because it's a libertarian. Look how many electoral votes they got. None.
0.
Who is he threatening?
Common libertarian L.
Literally, like they got crushed. They got crushed by the Green Party, by Jill Stein. Even though Jill Stein is kind of a, I've come to the decision that she is a little bit milfy.
He got crushed by fucking Robert Kennedy, who's not even running.
That's what I'm saying. Like someone that already dropped out and like
Are you
endorsed another
okay?
candidate
Are you hyped for RFK getting access to the feds and like
I think it's a great idea.
buck breaking the FDA? I am so here.
Yeah,
I completely endorse total corn syrup death. Defund corn farming.
I just imagine like him just like showing up, like Trump showing up with like a big like cage. Remember like Jurassic Park, like the really like big like fucking like metal cages they had for the dinosaurs, and he just fucking opens it up and fucking releases fucking RFK.
He just sicks him on the fucking FDA. He bans high fructose corn syrup, fucking repeals federal subsidies to corn farmers, and then we legalize selling raw milk. We are going to be so back.
It's gonna be great. Does Elon Musk have some kind of fucking like promise of some kind of fucking department like fucking like is that like an actual thing? Like, is there like is he like is there an actual cabinet position being offered to him?
Yes. He's going to be. I forget the name of the position, but he's going to be doing.
Is the Doge thing real?
The Doge thing.
That's a meme, right?
No, that's a meme. He's going to be working on streamlining and optimizing processes in the federal government. He's going to be in charge of cutbacks and cutting down on bloat.
That basically is the Doge thing. Okay.
Basically, he's going to do a Twitter where he rolled in, fired 90% of people, and nothing changed.
I do feel like Twitter is more broken now than it was before, though, but that's okay.
How so? Like, I would have gotten.
How so? It kind of sucks now, dude. Like a bunch of things are broken.
What is broken? I've honestly just not noticed.
Really?
Yeah. What is broken?
Maybe I doom scroll on Twitter too much, but I feel like there's a lot of shit that just gets broken on Twitter that just doesn't work.
Such as? Can you name a function that doesn't work?
getting
Okay.
constantly like locked out of your account for like various reasons, and
Uh,
then not being able to get back into it because it won't send you like the
that's that
the reset fucking code thing. Like it's
that
you're
has
supposed to
that has
like
never
send your
happened
code
to
to your
me.
email. It happens to me constantly.
The only time I got locked out of my account
Um,
is when I was banned because fucking Cree mass reported me. So
Yeah, but even just aside from like you know like all the other stuff, like
okay, you think
like
about that. I need to
I
catch up with
can't get
chat.
that
I need
code.
to catch up with chat. Okay. Okay, RFK Jr. Maybe batshit insane, but he's a Kennedy, and the appeal so much to your politics, too much to your politics. You know, I really like his health campaign. I'm like very much on board with his proposition of making America healthy again. We deserve to have a food industry that is not built on poisoning us for the crime of not reading the ingredient label every time. So if like I was genuinely conflicted, and I felt like I was losing out by not having the opportunity to vote for RFK Jr.'s platform, and I'm very much on board with him joining forces with Donald Trump. Spam going into overdrive. Twitter was shit then, is shit now. Yeah, it's so from a usability perspective, it did not change. Community notes are very entertaining to read. I like that function.
I like the community notes. But here's the thing.
I would have been shadow
They're not
banned.
like Elon Musk did absolutely nothing about fixing the Kamala like fucking community note thing, even though it was very obvious what was happening.
Well, he has some work
Because
to
I
do.
saw Kamala, I saw like like so much bullshit Kamala stuff coming out
Hmm.
that should have like been like immediately community noted. And I know that like they were apparently like brigading the community notes and shit. But if like that was exposed and there was still an issue,
It's still an
and
issue.
they didn't
So
do anything about it.
I'm not saying that
Like
the
I'm
app
sure
is
it's still an
perfect.
issue right now.
Sure, we'll see if he fixes it, but having any kind of community notes has already proved to be more productive and more useful than not having them. And from a personal use perspective, I would have been just sent to the fucking cum shadowban realm pretty much the moment I created the fucking account, just based on the things that I tweet and talk about. Like
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah,
not
yeah,
have
yeah,
been
yeah,
able
yeah.
to use the platform at all.
No, I'm pro Elon having it. I would definitely be off, dude. If
Yeah.
dude, fucked.
Like
If I fucked
realistically,
him.
my old account, the only reason I lost that account cold turkey is because I kind of girl bossed a little too close to the sun because I had the bad habit of going into politicians' accounts and telling them to off themselves, which probably didn't look good on paper when I posted that one funny meme. Kennedy
Yeah,
had
literally everything I
yeah.
post on Twitter would get me banned off
Yeah.
of old Twitter.
Kennedy had literal brainworms. Yes, I am aware of that. That happens to the best of us. Despite that, he still seems to have pretty good ideas. If Americans get healthy, how can you make fun of us? Well, you can't because we're also while we do have the fattest. Well, we don't even have the fattest population anymore. Actually, Great Britain has overcome us in per capita obesity, but we're also per capita the fittest population in the world. So that is a spicy opinion. But do you have the deadlift to back it up? Trump was endorsed by Kennedy, Leonard Peikoff, the leader of objectivism, and Ron Paul. Yes. And sends parade of viewpoints. Yeah. Community notes are great. Twitter's greatest sin is that it has an algorithm. Son, everything has an algorithm. If you want to see someone's all of someone's posts, just go into their profile. Antifa has attempted a riot in Seattle. SPD decided, nah, we're not doing that. Love to see it.
Yeah. Already going into riot coverage.
I mean, yeah.
Uh,
Okay, let's refresh the map one more time. Let's wait.
I just keep like I just don't feel those vibes. Like I just don't feel like the vibes of people are gonna riot this time that bad.
They're gonna try. God knows they'll fucking try. After they're clamped down hard, like if a couple of those fuckwits get their faces smashed on the pavement, I think they'll calm the fuck down.
But maybe I'm just like grown too like comfortable with the rhetoric over the last 4 years.
What's the rhetoric of what?
of just fucking violent bullshit.
Well, there was an effort made to shift the Overton window into acceptance of that, yeah. But I am very much on board to see it clamped down very hard. I think local police departments are also discovering, and mostly not even police departments, police unions are discovering that Democrats are no friends of theirs. They will throw them under the bus when it's politically expedient.
You know what's crazy is
The way
it's like
commies work is that
it's
they do these things so they can get brutalized and use that to create more riots. I think the median American commie is not used to the idea of actually getting brutalized. So the moment the first batch of those unctuous soy eaters gets stomped out hard by a riot police brigade, the attempts to riot will stop. Because the police unions also know that if the left wins, they are the next legitimate target for them. They realistically understand that once they're done with the pro-liberty vote, they're going to come for the cops. Because the cops are either bending the cops are an engine for justice, an engine for order rather, and Democrats need chaos to reinforce their agenda and sell it to the median voter.
dude, social media
Yeah,
is a ghost
and the
town
median
right now
American
for
normie doesn't fucking
justice.
care about commies getting brutalized. Exactly. If anything, median America is currently clutching their rifles. If we can't get any blue hat trophies this time around, we'll settle for Antifa. You still hate state troopers literally created to do the work that Pinkertons wouldn't do? I don't think that's universal between states. I like our Texas state troopers. They're good boys. They did the work that the fucking feds couldn't and secured the border. Also, I'm not sure there's any work that the Pinkertons wouldn't do. Oh, in this state, that's literally how they were founded? I see. I see. Interesting. Ohio state troopers train up the Ohio teachers pretty damn good. Huh. Welcome to PA. Well, listen, it's your fault for living on the East Coast. Well, you are seemingly going red, though. 95% in. We'll wait for 250, and then we're going to call it a day. Because I am tired. I am going to be so fucking flattened tomorrow. I have calls like unreasonably early in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta get up in like fucking like 5 hours.
Good luck with. Listen, don't let me keep you. Like if you have shit to do and you have to be in bed, go. It does.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
does
say I
seem to
might probably
be.
rock here shortly.
It seems to be in the bag. So feel free to
I think
sign
we
off.
won. I feel like
Listen,
I
man.
feel like it's over.
Listen, I want to believe, and I will continue believing. But I want to see. I want to see the big man ride his beautiful golden escalator into the sunset. You hate Shapiro with a passion? Yes, but why? Listen, I don't like fucking Ben Shapiro. I'm sorry. He's had way too many shit takes.
He just I don't like the way he handles himself. He just like he does everything he does. This is something that that I've learned like intelligent people don't use like big words and like talk fast. Like that's not a sign of intelligence. Like that's like how you like that's what people do when they're feigning intelligence.
Oh,
Like
politician
like
Shapiro. Sorry, not Ben.
like
Excuse me.
and that's what he does, and that's just like it's just a pet peeve of mine. Like I feel like a sign of intelligence is somebody who can like articulate something in a way that like everyone can understand and grasp.
Not
Like that to
necessarily.
me is a sign of intelligence. Like if you're not capable of like dumbing something down and like speaking in a way that people can easily follow, I think that you're pretending to be more intelligent than you actually are.
I sort of disagree. I think that structuring your messaging in a way that appeals to your core audience is an attribute that requires some intelligence.
Like,
Talking
do you know what I think? I think the majority, I think the average Ben Shapiro fan, I think that they hear what he says and it goes in one ear and out the other, and then they go, like, yes, I was able to pick up like certain buzzwords and I understand that I agree with Ben
Oh,
Shapiro.
that's
And
the
like,
average fan of
the
anything, though.
enjoyment, like the enjoyment is not like, wow, that amazing point that Ben Shapiro made. It's like, oh wow, you schooled that liberal, and that liberal didn't know what to say. They looked stupid. You know what I mean? Like his appeal isn't even really necessarily
Cody,
his own intelligence.
that's the
It's
appeal
it's
of
other people around him looking stupid.
Cody.
You
That's
know?
the appeal of every talking head. Well, his particular brand is just being a slightly more palatable brand of blood sports. Like Destiny is the exact same way. At least, well, with the exception of the fact that he's also how should I say this? He has these fits of BPD retardation, and he's also a violent cuck.
Yeah, I guess I guess I just like
What you've
did you see
explained,
like the Ben Shapiro Jubilee video?
I have not, but what you've explained
Like
applies first of all to any talking head out there, and like especially to Destiny fans.
I agree with that. I just
Or
think that
or
I think that
Hassan, listen, or
they
Hassan
overestimate
fans.
Ben Shapiro's intelligence.
No, listen,
I think that they ascribe like an undeserved like intelligence to him because he talks fast.
well, see, I don't think that's a
And I think
reason.
they don't actually understand like what he's saying. I think
Sure.
that they just
Well,
they hear like man talk fast, use big word, like clearly he's right and he's schooling the libs.
for one, using big word fast is an indication of at least verbal intelligence. It means you have the wherewithal and the word processing power to do that. Second of all, I still maintain that he is intelligent.
Parlor trick.
It's not a parlor trick, it's a learned skill. The capacity to learn skills is an expression of intelligence quotient, therefore an expression of intelligence. But besides the point, that's not the main indicator of him being intelligent. The indicator of him being intelligent is forming a successful media company and making money out of it hand over fist.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I just think he's overstating his intelligence.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I think it's exaggerated.
He seems to be balling like
I don't think he's stupid. I don't think he's dumb.
I think it takes.
I think it would be impossible for him to be in his position in life and be a dumb person.
Well, not only that, again, statistically, intelligence is directly correlated with lifetime achievement. The man is definitely making his bag, and he's making this bag not as a hired talking head. He can never appear on camera again and still make that bag because he owns the Daily Wire, or rather, he's a co-owner of it. It means that he had the wherewithal to actually structure it into a business, fund it, staff it, and operate it. No, he is annoying, Kotaru. I'll co-sign that every day. Hawaii's pulling in Nevada.
I see like the Ben Shapiro thing. I see it as an act.
Oh, holy shit. Wait. 267. We are so fucking close.
Are you kidding?
267. We are 3 votes away.
Oh my god, I looked away for a fucking second. Holy shit, boys.
We don't even fucking need.
Oh my god.
If Nevada closes out, it is over. It is completely over.
Holy shit.
If Nevada or Alaska closes out, it is completely over.
Let's look at like who are we fucking with? Like who's left here? Let's see.
Nevada, Hawaii, Arizona, Alaska. Let me see.
Alaska has a strong Trump lead, so I think that
Alaska is always going red. Alaska is a
but
safe.
They are at only 51% reporting, so
they're no. Alaska is always.
They would be a red state.
Alaska is a solid red state. No. It's listen. It's too cold. The people there are too fucking hard to buy into the commie bullshit.
Arizona is sketchy. I think Nevada is
safe. I actually agree that the Rogan endorsement did a lot.
Wisconsin is safe.
People are saying that like Rogan listeners were always bought into Trump. I don't believe that. I think that a lot of undecideds and a lot of fence sitters were still are in Rogan's audience, and because they're stoners and you can't trust their long-term memory, it was very strategically smart for him to endorse Trump in like the 11th hour. No, Ellie, listen, you're helping because I don't have the bandwidth to check out anything. I appreciate people in chat. I appreciate all of your contributions. The stream would not have been even a fraction of as entertaining and as informative without everyone in chat. 4chan has called the election why a sticky.
guys.
I need to make sure that the thread doesn't die before I throw the Trump victory in that Anon's face. I will be petty.
No, absolutely. No, that's the best part of all this is being petty as fuck.
Where is it? Where is it? Damn, fuck it. I lost my place. There he is. Okay. Damn it, I already posted the fucking nothing ever happens pic. Shit.
Listen. If this sucks for you that Trump won, I'm really glad. I hope it hurts. I hope it sucks. Fuck you.
Here, share we can share some of our stockpiles of copium. Just a second, let me get it out. There it is. Oh, that is so good. You want to hit? How's it cooking? White guys for Kamala. You want to hit of the mask? You want to hit of the good stuff? All the libs are mad. I think they're on fucking suicide watch.
It is fucking over, dude.
What? Oh no, Atropo, don't you fucking oh no. What do you mean? What's happening? Solid red.
There is nothing at this point that is gonna reverse course. Like literally, it's not possible.
Keep the sailors away. What do you mean?
Cannot change.
Oh, the twinks for Kamala.
Sorry, twinks. It's over, buddies. It's over, little guys.
Yeah. Listen, Chase still has a shot. You're good. Oh,
brother, landslide. Dude.
Wait. Kamala supporters are rioting in Seattle. Just a second.
I love the idea.
Oh
of like,
no,
it's like
there's
they're
a
rioting
video
in Seattle, and it just looks exactly the same as
it normally does.
It's the same. It's the same amount of crime.
Seattle is fucking wild. Like Seattle is
like,
what? Okay. What's going on?
Listen. This would be my political cartoon. It would be like they're rioting in Seattle, and then you see like the one like image, and it'd be like Seattle, and everything's on fire, and people are like stealing shit and shitting on the ground. And then like it would be like the next panel, and like after the election, it would be like the same thing, but they would be like holding like signs that say Trump signs.
They're being dispersed by bike cops. That is the saddest thing ever. That is
the bike cops. Canned bread. What did you think I described my meme? What did you think about my meme?
Imagine being wrecked by fucking bicycle cops. I would bite my own tongue off. Holy shit, just unfit for life.
This is real? Wait, they have e-bikes?
I don't know. Wait, are they oh no.
They're going upwards of 30 miles an hour, dude. They're getting wrecked.
It's a fucking bike, Cody. All you have to do is push them off.
Dude, they're doing e-bike burnouts on libtard heads.
It's not
over.
It's not even like cool riot police.
We need like cool like fascist police like with like big like
we need
like, riot fucking gear and
we need centrist death squads.
In like nightcore like fucking...
The Seattle communists should probably invest in a lawyer and political party and less in meth and heroin music. Yeah. He's already giving a victory speech. Just a second. I need to check my cooldowns because fucking ASP requires 600-second cooldown. No.
Guys, remember you were on the Kuramaru stream when Trump won.
Yeah, remember. Remember where the magic happened. We brought it home.
Yeah, remember you were here.
He couldn't have done it without us. We chudded him to victory. Practically dragged him over the finish line.
Yeah, all of us together, chat, we basically spirit bombed like the last little bit of energy that Trump needed to fucking win. We did it, boys. I'd love to know, like, in genuine numbers, like, what impact, like shit, like, fucking, like, Peanut, like, had, like, wouldn't you love to have, like, just, like, a magical book that could like show you the numbers of that?
I need to find my most passive aggressive emote. Just a second. I need to cook.
Trump is live now.
Where?
Brother, we gotta
Link.
stream- we gotta stream- Get yes, make this happen right now. Okay, I'm looking. But somebody in chat probably find it sooner
Chat.
than
Link now.
Chat, please.
Okay, excellent. Oh, okay. VIPs can post
It's in
links.
there. Go.
Holy shit! How tall is Baron?
He actually looks like he's like the only guy I've ever seen. He really looks forward to it, and then he just goes in absolutely.
Oh wait, fuck! I'm waiting for the stream to catch up. I'm waiting for your stream to catch up.
Let me share in the Discord just a second so that you don't need
I
to
can just watch it. It's gonna be the same stream.
It's fine.
Oh fuck yeah, you probably want to because it's telling me to look at YouTube because I have a.
Well, Mr. President, I appreciate you allowing me to join you on this incredible journey. I thank you for the trust that you placed in me.
Okay, I'm
And I think
sharing.
that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
Rebel, you're in a different Discord. You're not in the Discord. We're in a one-on-one call. You can join the
And
actual
under President
Discord
Trump's
just a
leadership,
second.
we're never going to stop
There you
fighting
go.
for you, for your dreams, for the future of your children. And after the greatest political comeback in American history, we're going to lead the greatest economic comeback in American history under Donald Trump's leadership.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah. Just follow the link. Listen, son, he'll fill out. Let him cook.
Thank you very much. He's
Yeah, we need him to lift.
turned out to be a good choice.
We need to induct him into the liftocracy.
I took a little heat at the beginning, but he was. I knew the brain was a good one.
We're going to establish a liftocracy where only people who can bench 225 can vote.
Great 4 years, and we're going to turn our country around, make it something very special. It lost that little thing called special. We have to make it so. We're going to make this so great.
I'm
It's
going to
gonna-
post
it's
the most
greatest
petty
country and
shit in the
potentially
Ask Court.
greatest
Not the Ask
country
Court,
in
fuck,
world
the
by
board.
far, and right now, we're going to just work very hard to get all of that back. We're going to make it the best it's ever been. We can do that. If we had to wait longer, I don't know. It was going bad, and it was going bad fast. We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but we have to let them come back in, but they have to come in legally. They have to come in legally.
Deport,
Let me also
baby,
express
deport.
my tremendous appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here. Come here, Susie. Chris.
They're not staying in
Come
this
here,
country
Chris.
unless it's in a crystal.
Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The Ice Maiden. We call her the Ice Maiden.
Yeah, ice baby, that's insane.
Come here, Chris. Come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay in the background. She's not in the background. Come here.
This wasn't expected, but I just want to thank, obviously, President Trump for this journey. It was a great one, and he's a hell of a candidate, and he's going to be a hell of a great 47th president. And this team that we had, the best team, and, of course, even my boss, Susie Wiles.
Trump
the
isn't that
best.
fat,
Thank you.
actually. He doesn't have the best physique. He could do some work.
Thank you.
Well, he also wears shitty big suits. He
That's
doesn't
true,
shot.
yeah.
I've never seen her be
Actually
shot
is.
before. Susie. They're great. Everybody up here is great. Everybody up here is very
That's
special.
a mistake a lot of fat people make,
But,
is like they
the
wear
Trump-
big clothes because like they feel like
Who
that
did
makes
you
them
say?
like look better, and it's like, yeah, you don't want to look like a sausage in your clothes,
Let
but
me
it's
tell
like
you,
if
we
you
have
wear
a
big
new
clothes, it
star.
actually makes you look
A
bigger.
star
Yeah.
is
It's
born, Elon.
It's a bad look for fat people.
Just anyone who's not
yes.
standard sized. I look horrendous in a suit that's just not
We were sitting
specifically
together
tailored to me.
tonight. You know, you spent 2
Yeah,
weeks in
I see. Sometimes you can pull it up. Like for
different
me
parts of
personally, like I
Pennsylvania,
do wear like
campaigning.
a lot of oversized clothes.
You know, he
I
sent
like
the
it.
rocket
But it's
up
like one of
2
those
weeks
things. Like it's
ago,
like I have like the.
And I saw
like,
that rocket,
like the
and I
style to
saw
pull
it
off,
coming
you know?
down. I saw it. It was,
No, not my case.
When it left, it was beautiful.
My shoulders
shiny
are
white.
way
When
too
it
broad
came
over my
down,
waistline,
didn't
so
look so
it
pretty.
looks
was
like a
going
fucking
10,000
rented
miles
suit,
an
and my
hour. It was
sleeves
burning
hang
like
too
hell.
low. So I
I
need it
said, what
just
happened to your
tailored from
paint job? He
scratch.
said, we've never made a paint that could withstand that kind of heat. And but I saw it come down and turn around, and it was, it's like 22 stories tall, by the way. It looks a little smaller than that, but it's big. And it came down, and you saw that fire burning, and I'm saying only Elon can do
Sounds like
this.
he
It
drank a
must
little.
be an
Honestly,
Elon.
does.
Yeah,
And I tell the story.
I mean,
told that
understandable.
Last night I had a man.
Yeah,
on
I was
the
gonna
phone,
say, yeah, he gets a pass.
had the
Listen,
screen muted,
he
no
clawed back
sound.
the
I was talking to a
presidency
very
after
important
being
man, happens to
almost
be here.
shot twice.
And that very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But
And this was a very unclear election.
I
too.
was
like,
president,
this wasn't like,
and now
like
it
he
looks
didn't like
like
just like
I was
have
going
this
to
in
be
the
maybe
bag.
president again. So I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold, and especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took
Dude,
the
I wonder
phone
how
down, and
Kamala's
I'm looking
feeling
at the
right
screen.
now.
I'm
I'd
seeing
love to
this
see her
crazy
face right
thing
now.
that's going around and coming down. It looks like it's going to crash into the
I would
gantry.
love to see her face.
And I said,
That
no.
would
And
be
I
a
said, "Do me
pay
favor, do you
for
mind
play
holding
that
for a
I'd
couple of
watch.
minutes? I want to see this. I thought it was a space age movie or something. I put the phone down.
Listen,
and what, I
son,
didn't
he's
pick it up for
tired and
45
probably a
minutes
little
that he was
drunk.
holding. But this spaceship came
Yeah, I was
down,
gonna
and I
say,
saw those
yeah, give him a
engines
pass on
firing,
this,
and it looked
honestly.
like it
Yeah.
was over. It was going to smash, and then I saw the fire pour
Plus, this
out
is a
from
big
the left
moment,
side, and it
you
put
know?
it straight, and it came down so gently, and then it wrapped those arms around it. And it
Kamala
held
won't
it,
speak at
and
the
just
watch
like you hold
party.
your baby at night,
Because
you
he
little
is
baby.
just rambling. I have no idea what the fuck he's
And
talking
it was a
about.
beautiful thing to see, and I called Elon. I said, Elon, was that you? He said, yes, it was.
Damn, dude, Elon got
I
the
said,
shout
who else
out,
can
dude.
do
Oh,
that? Can
that's
Russia
true, no,
do it?
Terry.
No.
Listen,
Can China do
that
it?
good
No.
fucking
Can the United
endogenous
States do it other
testosterone
than
growth
you?
hormone.
No, nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great. And you know,
Oh
when
my
we had
god,
the
dude, he's fucking
tragic
absolutely
hurricane
glazing Elon in the
Helene,
speech, dude. Elon is
and
probably
it hit
dying
a
right
Listen,
now.
particular
can't. It's in the
North
bag. It's
Carolina. They
actually
were
in the
really
bag. We
devastated.
got
Water.
this.
This was a big water, as big as
Go
we've ever
sleep,
seen
man.
water
It's been
hurricane.
good.
It
It's
built
been
lakes out
spicy.
of
Thank you for hanging
nothing.
out.
Fields became lakes, and the danger was unbelievable. And the people from North Carolina came to me and they said, would it be possible, at all possible, for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need
Yeah, bagged and
Starlink."
tagged.
I said, what's Starlink? It's a form of communication. So I called Elon, and I'll tell you what, he had, and it was very dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All the wires were down. I called
Elon is
Musk. I
probably
said,
having
"Elon,
a
you have
celebratory
something
spurg,
called
yeah.
Starlink, is that right? Yes, I do. What the hell is it?
That
He
rules,
said,
dude. The fucking
it's a
Starlink is a
communication
form,
system that's very
it's a
good.
form of communication.
I said, Elon, they need it
It's
really,
like he's not
really
wrong,
badly
but it's
in
like
North
you said it weird.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Can you get it? He had that there so fast. It was incredible. So, and it was great. It saved a lot of lives. He saved a lot of lives. But he's a character. He's a special guy. He's a super genius.
Elon
We
did the
have to
fucking,
protect
he did
our
the Elon
geniuses.
jump.
We don't have that many of them.
He's doing the
We
white guy
have to
dance
protect
somewhere
our
in a
super
dark room.
geniuses. I want to thank
Yeah,
some of
he
the,
did
you know,
the
we
little
have
Elon jump where he
up here
puts his
today,
little
the
arms in
U.S.
the air.
Open
Yeah.
champion.
Jumped up.
He's a fantastic golfer.
Probably
Slightly
multiple
longer than me.
times.
It's a ball a little bit longer than me. Just a little bit. Bryson DeChambeau is up here someplace.
It's Rochambeau.
What
Who the
happened
fuck
to
is that?
Where is he?
Where's
Bryson.
Rochambeau?
Oh, he was shot. He's hitting balls. Oh, he's on the way.
I
He's
am
hitting
being
balls.
such a petty fucking bastard right
Bryson.
now.
What the fuck is he talking about, dude? Rochambeau can't make it because
Oh,
he sat on
look
his
at
balls.
him. He's got a great career going. Great U.S. Open, Bryson. That's a fantastic job. And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some job. He's a tough guy.
Oh shit, that's Dana White.
So Dana started
Is
UFC.
Baron, how tall is Baron?
And
He's-
came to me.
fuck,
Do you
he's
mind
tall.
if I use your? Nobody wanted
Because
to
it's
give
like I
me
can't tell
Marines
if like
'cause they
they're like
said it's a
memeing
rough
like putting him
sport,
where
a
he
little
is, but he
rough.
just looks fucking like
And,
extra huge.
I helped him out a little bit.
He's
and
tall
I
for his
went-
age.
And they said this is the roughest sport I've ever seen, but I began to like it.
the
and
way
he
that
loved
they've
it,
placed
and
him as well,
nobody's
he's just
done
like
a better
standing
job
around like
in
fucking Slender
sports. And you know,
It's
he's a
fucking
very
huge.
motivational kind of a guy. What he does, he gets these fighters, and they really go at it. And it's become one of the most successful sports enterprises anywhere at any time. It's doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words because people love to hear from him. Dana, please.
Okay, the celebratory speech. Okay, we're gonna wait for.
Nobody
yeah,
deserves
let's
this
listen.
more than him, and nobody deserves this
Listen to
more than
Dana
his
White.
family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hardworking man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk Boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn.
Oh my God.
Bustle with the
Oh
Boys,
no.
and
Okay,
last
never
but not
mind.
least,
Flip the vote.
mighty and
This was
powerful
not
Joe
worth it.
Rogan.
This was a mistake.
Dude, Aiden Ross
And
got the
thank you,
fucking
America. Thank
shout
you.
out
Have a
in
good
this
night.
fucking. Jesus Christ, dude.
Well, to be fair, he probably did help.
That is a piece
He
of work.
probably actually
No,
did. Yeah,
he's
you're
an
probably
amazing-
right.
He's really an amazing.
They're calling
guy, but most of all,
Hawaii
I
at
wanna
zero.
thank the millions of hardworking Americans
just saying,
across
like,
the
what a
nation who have
timeline.
always
Yeah.
been the heart and soul of this really great movement.
Listen,
We've
we
been through so
we're
much
officially
together,
we're
and
just
today we
confirming that
celebrate and
grassroots
recognize
streamers
the
and content
American
has
people.
officially
Probably like no other.
sunset
This is something
conventional media. That's it.
special.
CNN is fucking
We're gonna
dead.
pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast. And we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hard-working people. These are fantastic.
So we feeling good? We feeling good now, Colonel Mario?
We're no. We're feeling
I feel
good.
like,
We're
are we
feeling
there?
good. We're fucking there. We are so there. We are so back.
Boys,
America, healthy.
We are.
boys, can we just take a second? To
Oh hell
fucking,
yeah! He
like,
said the thing. He
pop
said the
fucking
thing. Just the thing.
Make America healthy again.
Ah, total corn syrup death.
I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it.
You'll
China
love to
doesn't
hear
have
it.
What we have. Nobody has what we have. But we have the greatest people also. Maybe that's the most important thing. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen any young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I mean, I was looking at it, I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want great education. We want a strong and powerful.
Okay, let's quickly shift over because I have a post about. Okay, let's see. We got Bobby Kennedy over here.
I'll say one other thing. President Harris said today in her post, in her speech, she said that President Trump was going to turn the U.S. military against the American public and use the public to promote his agenda. How many of you think that is true?
It is such a fucking debuff.
Well, what's
What happened to his
interesting
voice? He would have been such a powerhouse
that
politically if he had a more
Biden
fortunate
Harris
speaking voice.
administration has done something 2 weeks ago that has never been done in American history.
Cody, you there?
Yeah, I'm
Which
still
is
here.
to
I'm just scrolling through Twitter right now, like just
I
like in
I
awe.
think he had some kind of I don't know, fucking a growth on his vocal cords, something like throat cancer. Yeah, So that's a result of his treatment.
Use lethal force against American citizens.
He's a good speaker. Like if you once you get used to the voice, like his points get through to you. But just from a political perspective, it's very unfortunate. It's such a loss.
Under this directive, it will become legal for the U.S. military
Atropa, we get it. He had brain worms.
to engage in political protests because they disagree with policies in the White House. I'm not making this up. Any of you can look it up. This is a Democratic initiative.
Unfucking believable, man. Can you guys believe it? Can you believe it, boys?
Yeah,
we did it.
We better believe it.
It came from the Democratic Party.
Guys,
And that's why
fascism
I
has
left.
won. We
What?
did it.
Excuse me? Fucking
To the
Guys.
job that you've
Cody,
welcome
save that energy for the
The
fucking
reign of white supremacy. It starts tonight, boys. Race war now, dude. It all starts right now, dude. Let's go.
Cody, what color are your favorite women?
I will govern you by a simple
I like ebony ladies. They'll be on my side here.
nothing will stop me from
Never ask a
keeping my
white
word to
supremacist
you.
the skin color of his girlfriend.
Make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again. And I'm asking every citizen across our land to join me.
Took
in
80
this
years, but
noble
we
and
did it.
righteous endeavor. That's what it is. It's time to.
Kennedy's of a level of schizo you only pray to aspire to. Listen, it's very easy. Just become an environmental lawyer.
And we're going to try.
You're going to be halfway there by the time you pass the bar.
It's going to happen. Success will bring us together. I've seen that.
He's like fun crazy though.
He is fun crazy. Like you can tell that he's a fucking dog. He lifts weights, he gropes the maids, like he's fun at a party, and unlike the fucking cringe Hunter Biden, he doesn't even need drugs for that.
Yeah, he is just based. He's a goofball, but it's like he's like it's like one of those like he's our goofball.
It's like the version Hunter Biden who needs to hire Chinese hookers versus the Chad Kennedy who just gropes the maid.
Will be bigger, better, bolder, richer, safer, and stronger than it has ever been before. God bless you and God bless America. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah. Listen, people who were participating in shenanigans need to get like the shortest end of the stick. Like there should be public trials. Atropa, I fully believe in you. I can see it right now. You attempting to decapitate a Norwal by fucking, I don't know, guillotine slamming him into the floor. You live in a landlocked state. Don't let that stop you. I'm sure there's I'm sure there's an aquarium in your area somewhere. Okay, this is great. My voice is hanging on by a fucking thread. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna raid into Korsha. And I'm gonna fucking suffer trying to wake up for work tomorrow.
Same.
This has been extremely fun, Cody. Thank you for staying with us for the last stretch. Chat, I appreciate each and every one of you. As I've said previously, I repeat myself, but I stand by this fucking point. The stream would not have been as fire without absolutely everyone here. Without the guests, Mr. Jamez, Digby, Cody, and without everyone in chat, Ellie Rebel, Bigger Branch, Sun Albionis, Atropa Everwood. Where's Canned Bread? Canned Bread. Am I forgetting anyone? I'm probably forgetting. No, Terre, of course, participating throughout the entire stream. Crane. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Kotaru, of course. We have some unnamed lurkers in the background who shall not be named. Dante, thank you for checking in. Also appreciate it. Olgo Okami, I've seen you lurking around. If I forgot anyone, sorry. Dom, sorry. Has AK been added to the tally? Let me quickly check. Alaska has not been added to the tally. We're still at 267. Yeah, Dom, thank you very much. You've been performing your moderation duties today. You love to see it. Nice to have you around. It's 3 votes. So it's good. Let's hope Korsha doesn't fucking finish the stream. Kersha, there she is. Okay, but this has been cozy. I look forward to
Dems for messing with them in the
I look forward to doing this sometime again, but probably with lower stakes. This has been fun. I look forward to us making America prosperous and healthy again. With that, this has been Onii-san, reminding you to stay hydrated. Now get the fuck out of my basement.